Hello, hello. Hello, Uzi. Hello, Gas. Hello, Runara. How's it going? Don't spoop your pants. Good advice. Very good advice. So, today is the first time in months that I'm not playing a Dragon Quest game on stream. Instead, we are going to play some games befitting for the season. Tis the season to get spooked, after all. And as you can see, I did some redecorating as well. Some autumnal colors to show that this time is a little different. And today we are playing Home Safety Hotline, which, as I understand, is like a spooky little puzzle game where you work in a call center. Um, if you didn't know, I actually did work in a call center for a while in customer support. And that job was fucking horrible. No two ways around it. I did not like it. It was incredibly draining, and you've had this on your wish list for ages, and now there's a spooky seasonal version too. Yeah. Um the seasonal version I think is like Christmas themed, so I'm not playing that. I'm just playing the normal version. Yeah, customer support was incredibly draining, but it did uh help me get some money in between my bachelor's program and my master's program starting. So, sometimes you just gotta do stuff to survive, right? Well, but I thought after I've already had that experience, why not use all the incredible skills I've gathered during that time in a game that puts you in a very similar position? Maybe in this game, the focus will actually be on helping people. Because if you didn't know, customer support is not all about helping people, it's more about just pushing blame away from the company. Anyway, let's start the game. We can press any key to begin. Ooh, 3D. Just for the menu, apparently, because now we're logging in. Oh, it's in 4x3. Okay. Ah, it's 1996. You can't even see. Wait, let me. There. Maybe I need to go like this. Yeah, it's 1996. That's before I was born. But they already got Discord. I'm not clicking on this because I think it's probably gonna open up something new in a new window. Terrible year. You miss it. You were 11 years old. Television commercial.mv and credits.txt. Ah, this is actually just the credits. Oldcomputer2freepoly.org. Huh. What do we have in the options? Screen resolution. Whoa. Okay, we're not gonna play around with that. There's a dyslexia font. That's nice. You can change the text size. I'm just gonna make it a little bigger just for the stream. I could read it like this, but so it's readable on stream as well. I'm just gonna make it a little bigger. You can change the color theme. Okay, yeah. That's classic. We're just gonna leave it at the default. Audio options. Oh, and there's phobia toggles. I guess we can also see this as kind of a content list, like a trigger warning list. So if you are scared of spiders, insects, the dark, holes, scared of being watched, tight spaces, or dogs, maybe be careful and ready to close the stream in case any of that comes up. But with spooky horror adjacent games, I think viewer discretion is always a good baseline. Anyway, we've got a bunch of stuff in our mailbox apparently. Welcome. Subject line, welcome, from Home Safety Hotline Corporate. Welcome to the Home Safety Hotline family. We are pleased to have you aboard as our brand new Home Safety Hotline responder. Roll. Your supervisor's name is Carol Regina. She will be calling you today to brief you on your duties and will be reviewing your work daily to ensure maximum accuracy. As a reminder, responders with a 90% accuracy rate or more will qualify to receive our daily employee coupons. Work hard and be rewarded with incredible savings. Home Safety Hotline Corporate. We also have video files on desktop. Attention call team, due to an error with our archival network, some of you may notice video files from our video archive appearing on your desktops. Please disregard these, they will be cleared up in due time. Like this one? Well, let's see what this is. Yeah. Every year, thousands of families suffer injuries or even death from common household hazards. Hazards such as house fires, flooding, black mold, metamorphosis. Don't become a statistic. Call the Home Safety Hotline and keep your family safe. Metamorphosis? That card is banned and has been for a while. Well, it's 1996. Technically, that joke does not work in the time frame that this game takes place in. Whatever. Home Safety Hotline. Let's start our workday. Today is Monday, which means that Graham gets to... no, Gandalf gets to lick a graham cracker. Fuck, I screwed it up. Welcome, employee. To begin shift, please clock in below. Entry inaccessible. Oh. Immediate call.
Welcome to Home Safety Hotline, new employee. My name is Carol, and I'll be acting as your supervisor during your time here at HSH. Before you begin your first day here, let me tell you a bit about how things work here. You are an HSH responder. As such, it is your job to learn about various household hazards so you can answer the questions of our callers intelligently. When a client calls, answer the call and listen carefully to their concerns. When you've diagnosed their issue, submit the corresponding household hazard, and we'll forward forward them safety instructions to address their problem. Welcome to the HSH family. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Okay. So we're gonna get calls from customers, and we'll have to tell them what the problem in their house is. First, we need to know what the possible problems even are. Well, it doesn't look like there's any weird. Oh, immediate. Hello?
John here. My wife
Hi, John.
insisted I call this number. It sounds like she thinks we might have some kind of infestation. My
Okay.
wife keeps telling me about specks of dirt or something in the kitchen. Just looks like coughing to me. I don't know. You tell me, I guess.
Maybe someone spooked their pants. Okay, we're gonna put you on hold. Well, specks of dirt in the kitchen, so I'm guessing it's not a bed bug. What could it be? Black mold? Well, not really. Frequently report musty smell, allergic reactions, or breathing problems? No. Small insects known to be common household pests. Homeowners with a cockroach infestation commonly report seeing droppings that appear similar to coffee grounds. That sounds correct. No immediate danger to humans, but also are known disease carriers. They frequently inhabit kitchens and other areas used to prepare food, increasing the risk of disease. Also fits. Cockroaches are resilient, fast breeders, and are notoriously difficult to remove. The use of cockroach-specific pesticides that are deadly to humans is not recommended. It is advised to utilize HSH's pest removal service. Yeah, your problem is cockroaches. Hi, Simple! Info successfully sent to client. Good job! Okay, what else do we have here? Bees. Oh no, not the bees! There's an audio sample. That is bees, yeah. Small matriarchal flying insects known to build large hive structures in high places. Oh, next call. Hello? Grace.
Hi, I'm so sorry. My name is Grace, and it's probably nothing, but I thought I'd call just in case.
Okay.
Lately, I can't sleep at night because of this annoying little sound coming from my attic. It sounds kind of like eek, 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 you know? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it could just be regular old house noises, but I just thought I'd call to ask and make sure.
Squeaking from the attic? That just sounds like a mouse. Do we have mice here? Carpenter ants probably don't make that sound. Gopher? Hello! Look at the little guy. Gophers are small, brown, furry mammals with enlarged front teeth that are known for living in burrows. They can become a pest to homeowners when they choose to burrow on their property, commonly damaging gardens. Yeah, that does not fit. Flies and spiders. Mice. Okay, mice are here. That's a great photo. That sounds like a weird mouse. Small, worthless rodents. Excuse me? That's very judgmental. I don't agree with this. Commonly found in the household, homeowners with a mice infestation commonly report gnaw marks, small round droppings, and sounds of squeaking. Mice are capable of carrying any number of diseases, so they serve as an indirect danger to most humans and should be dealt with immediately. Common removal methods for mice include the use of pesticides, the introduction of a house cat to the household, and various kinds of bait traps. These can prove effective for small populations. Large mice infestations should be dealt with using HSH's pest removal service. Yeah, your problem seems to be mice. You're welcome, Grace. Yippee! What else do we have here? Ooh, raccoon. Oh, look at the little polite man. He was ready to get his photo taken. Oh. Hello?
Hank here.
Hi, Hank.
Last week I called your guys about some crap in my
Okay.
yard. I was told wasn't anything to worry about.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
guess what? There's more piles of crap in my yard.
Oh.
I'm talking huge piles of brown out there. You better not tell me it's nothing again, because I know I've seen something moving out there. Tell me what it is so I can take care of it once and for all.
That just sounds like a mole.
Please hold.
What else do we have? Termites, ticks. Yeah, that just sounds like a mole. Oh, look at them. Oh. Little hands. Little guy. Oh, yeah, I'm guessing that's your problem. He's a mole. You've just got a bunch of molehills. Imagine being a full-ass adult and not knowing what a mole is. Hello?
Twig Sigmund here. Just calling to inform you.
Ah, okay. Hi,
that,
Twig.
Your refrigerator's been running wild over here for the past 45 to 90 minutes. Been running wild.
Oh, no.
Head on over and catch it, big fella.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thanks, Twig. Oh. Oh. Hello?
Hey, do you guys have a lawn mowing service or something? My good-for-nothing
not
kid refuses
really, I
to
think.
mow, and it's getting real crazy out there. Looking like a rainforest over here. My kid is complaining about being too sick to do anything about it. Meh, 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 meh. Stress of this stupid lawn's giving me a headache just thinking about it. Can you send some guys up to get this done?
Sure, we will see what we can do.
Please hold.
That guy does not sound like a good dad. Goddamn, just... If your kid is sick, leave it be. But with the tall grass, this might be a tick. Or their head into the flesh of the victims, hosts will often report symptoms of illness such as fevers, headaches, and chills. Yeah, so... My good man, I think your kid has some tick bites. You might want to look after that. Incredibly dangerous to humans. Oh, shift has ended. We're all done for the day. Nice. Man, if my actual customer support job was that fast, I don't think it would have been as draining. Well, we're back and we have new mail. Ah, yes. From Mike 3. Quid before it's you Lazate? You don't know me, but I used to have your job. Oi, Danger. We today before oits to lati. Whoa, don't quo enough. It's not too literary to quit freely. Choose me. But I need the money, man. I need the money. Daily coupon bug spray. Your high accuracy rate has awarded you today's daily coupon. Bug spray. HSH bug spray helps you keep those bugs where they belong outside. Just one spray keeps insects at bay. Using a state-of-the-art chemical makeup, insects are repelled by the pet-safe scent and will immediately seek the fresh air of the outdoors faster than you can shake a fly swatter at. Okay, so it's just stinky smelly for bugs. To receive your discount, simply type the following code during your online checkout. Buzz off. Keep up the great work. Hey, from $9.99 down to $5.99. Yippee! Okay. Let's clock back in. Do we have any new entries or something? Doesn't seem like it now. Entries inaccessible. Hello? Ah, Carol.
Hello, it's Carol again, your
Hi, Carol.
supervisor. I'm calling to let you know that you have been granted access to additional household hazard information. Please be aware that this information is confidential
Okay.
and not to be shared with anyone outside of HSH.
Okay, guys, you're not seeing anything. This is all confidential.
To the clients that is pertinent to addressing their concerns. Nothing more. Thank you.
Okay. Probably no problem with sharing all that in a live stream. Okay, what do we have? Bats. Bats are confidential, of course. General term for a variety of species of nocturnal flying mammals, bats can be identified by their usually large ears, wings, and dark fur. Bats most commonly find their way inside the home during their hibernation period before winter. Homeowners... Excuse me, I was reading. Hello?
Sorry, I'm calling to see if you might know about anything I can do to...
Bless you.
Sorry. Anything you can do to prevent pollen from coming in the house? I think there's something seriously wrong with my ventilation or something, because I cannot stop sneezing. In the past, I haven't had problems so long as I've stayed inside, but I think something is getting in.
Please
Okay.
hold.
So my first thought is black mold. Because he says something about ventilation being a problem. And usually not having a problem when he was staying inside. So he was staying inside. And black mold has probably formed inside of his home. Unless there's like something new here, like cellar growths. Okay. Well, he didn't say he was going into the cellar, so probably not that. Hello. Small humanoid creatures with gray burlap-like skin. I don't think... Unless he's allergic to them. If provoked, they are capable of mischievous acts and metamorphosis. Okay. Not dangerous. Like any other hop, they are also capable of metamorphosis. False beat? Trick gardeners. Okay, no. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just a black mold. Just gotta clean your room, apartment, whatever. What else do we have? Bed teeth? Well, that's a very unclear photo. Rare kind of household fungus known for growing in small cone-like shapes on the underside of bed sheets, blankets, or comforters. Homeowners infested with bed teeth often report mild discomforts when sleeping, such as tickling or itching, and more rarely Hello?
Do you know if there's such a thing as house thieves that clean? Like, maybe to disguise the robbery? At night, I keep hearing all this noise coming from my living room, but when I go look at it, I find the place spotless, but haven't yet found anything missing. I've talked with the cops, but they keep telling me to call this number. So here I am. Is there something you can do?
There sure is. Let me see what I can do.
Please hold.
Cleaning. Maybe these guys? Do you clean? They are small humanoid creatures with gray burlap-like skin, small vertical tufts of hair on their head. Have no false face? What does that mean? They are known for their tendency to consume dust, dirt, and common sticky substances found on floors and dishes, cleaning them in the process. They generally only come out at night. That sounds about right. So yeah, I think you've just got a case of the common hob. Yippee! What is a fracture hob? Oh, you look a little angry. Known to cause cracks and fractures in the walls of homes they inhabit. They are physically similar to other hobs in stature and size, with the exception of generally longer, wilder hair locks. They also bear a false face. What does that mean? Hello? Buzz Goober. Yeah, I can imagine.
Crying all over the place. Just all over the place. I got these whippersnappers yelping and whining.
Okay.
And I can't get a wink of sleep. She's trying to lay down over here. What's she gonna do about all this? I've called about 5,500 times and y'all haven't done a thing about it.
Yeah, I don't think we do anything about whippersnappers. Sorry about that. Not dangerous on their own, but the fractures and cracks they cause can lead to foundational issues in the home. Like any other hob, they are also capable of metamorphosizing. I always thought it would be metamorphosizing, but it's metamorphosing? Okay. What do you sound like? That didn't really tell me anything. Hello? Hi, Michelle.
I don't know what's going on inside my house. I hear something crawling in the walls. I think
Oh,
I
that's
found
just
teeth
me.
marks on my bedposts. I can't
Teeth
sleep at night
marks.
knowing there's something in my house. Help me, please.
Yeah, sure, just
Please
let me
hold.
see. Yeah, I think you have a house fire. That does sound like it might just be another mouse. Gnaw marks? Crawling in the walls? Unless we have something else. I mean, a raccoon would not be gnawing on the bedpole. Maybe termites. Known for consuming decaying plant material, particularly wood. With a termite infestation, often report peeling paint, small holes in the drywall, or squeaky floorboards. Harmless to humans by themselves, but the damage they cause can to a house's structural integrity can be deadly long-term and should be removed as soon as possible. Yeah, it's either mice or termites. Well, with termites, you wouldn't really have teeth marks. You would have some holes, maybe? But teeth marks does sound more like the gnawing of a mouse. So yeah, let's go with that. I think you've just got some mice. Yippee. What What the fuck is a stair slug? Large dog-sized slugs that are commonly known to occupy stairwells and basements. Homeowners infested with stair slugs commonly report a slimy residue on steps or other household inclines. Stair slugs can be beneficial to a household, as they frequently... Hello?
Yeah, hey, I'm calling
Hi,
about
Fred.
a noise I've been hearing in my house lately.
Mhm.
Sounds like scratching or something. It's
Yeah?
real quiet. So definitely some kind of pest in my walls. I've sent out all kinds of traps, but I thought one worked for a while. Then I started hearing it again this week. I thankfully haven't seen any visible damage or droppings or whatever.
Okay, no droppings. Let me see what I can do.
Please hold.
No droppings, scratching in the walls. What could that be? Known for nesting inside of wood, infested with these pests sometimes report a faint rustling sound coming from their walls as the ants build their nests. Aren't dangerous, but they are known to bite when threatened. Maybe? That does not seem like it. Yeah, I think with the spider you would have other signs as well. I don't want to go with the mouse again. And I think... Yeah, garbage spills or something you would probably have with a raccoon. So unless I'm completely off, my guess would be ants. Maybe? Let's see. I think you've got some carpenter ants. That's like the first one where I'm not entirely sure. Because, like, his description was very vague. Hello?
Do you guys handle security?
Hi, Dan.
I need home security installed. Someone's breaking into my house and going through all my stuff at night. I know
Okay.
it's Bob from accounting. He's always been envious of me. I know what you're doing, Bob. Going through my papers, taunting me with your organization skills. I need your best home security equipment. Pronto!
Taunting me with your organization skills? Okay, I think your issues with Bob are something I can't help you with, but let me
Please
see.
hold.
Organization skills. That sounds like a hob. Like they clean. And specifically like going through papers and taunting with organization. They are known to inhabit desks, vanities, and other similar structures. They regularly like to tidy their homes and will frequently sort and order materials in the desk for their liking. They are physically similar to other hobs, but are generally much smaller and have raspy, loose hair. They do not bear a false face. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, I think you've just got a desk hob. It's not Bob, it's a hob. Okay. Oh. 100%. Oh, so it was carpenter ants. Nice. Job well done. I just noticed that we need to confirm human DNA to even log into this computer. Oh, there's a broadcast here. What do we have here? the real estate update. Okay. That's a bit expensive. At least for me. You know, I can't afford any of these on my HSH salary. Oh, civil authority has issued a missing persons alert for the following counties: Bush County, Maple County, Parkway County, Berry County. Okay.
This is a missing persons alert. Authorities are currently looking for missing child Robbie Parker, male, brown hair, approximately 4 feet tall, last seen wearing a yellow shirt, brown shorts, and white tennis shoes. Suspect is described to be approximately 6 feet tall, barefoot, wearing a large bush or shrub on their person. Last seen at approximately
Bush or shrub?
10:25 a.m. Please report any unusual activity to your local authorities.
Huh. That sounds a bit unusual. You don't see someone wearing a bush or shrub every day. And 6 feet is pretty big. Well, what does our mailbox say? Oh, Mike again. It's too latte fro you now. To fave you access to Moria info, didn't they? I wondered, whoa, if you end up like me, join me in this hole. Tehway haven't found me yet. It's for safe history. Oh, I really wish I could understand what Mike is trying to tell me. Also, sending this to our corporate mail, maybe not the smartest thing to do when you're hiding from them. I don't know. That's something Mike has to decide for himself. Well, network errors, HSH corporate. Attention call team, our network team is migrating our backend services over to a new hosting provider this week, so we may experience some occasional network errors over the next few days. Please be sure you are studying your information entries carefully while you still have access in case the network goes down while you are on the phone with the client. You will still be expected to provide accurate answers to our callers regardless of the network status. Okay, so that sounds like things are gonna get a little bit more difficult because we might lose access to the database during a call and cannot just look everything up again. Hey, we got a coupon for a used horseshoe. Congratulations, employee. Your high accuracy rate has awarded you today's daily coupon. Used horseshoe. Our stock of used horseshoes are as reliable as they are rusty. 90% of our supply are verifiably forged from real iron. What are the other 10% made out of? Supplies run out quickly, so stock up while you can. To receive your discount, simply type the following code during your online checkout. A great deal for sure. Okay. Keep up the great work, employee. It's still $16.99. Ooh boy. I don't think I'm gonna get that. Well, time for Wednesday. Welcome, employee. That's me. Hi. I did not finish reading about the stair slug. They frequently feed on other pests such as mice and hobs, but the slimy residue they leave behind can lead to dangerous accidents and slippage if not properly cleaned after. Should you wish to remove a stair slug from... Hello? Hi, Carol.
Hello, Supervisor Carol here again. We've updated your permissions.
Thanks.
You should now have access to more extensive information to work with for your future calls.
That's great.
Please be sure to read these new entries carefully so you can continue providing our clients with accurate diagnoses. Please
Of course.
remember that this information is strictly confidential and not to be shared with anyone unless pertinent to a caller's needs.
I would
Thank
never.
you.
I would never share any of this information. Tea Sprite? Why would you put Sprite in a tea? Subspecies of Sprite that are known to feed off of tea and tea leaf residue. Homeowners infested with tea sprites commonly report leaf-like droppings and sounds of fluttering near kitchens. Not directly dangerous, but they are known to spread various deadly diseases, including the fatal Fey flu. Hello? David, hi.
Something in the basement. I've seen it. It's huge, almost as big as my dog.
Oh, that's a stair slug,
Hiss or growl or
right?
anything, but I haven't gotten close enough to it to find out what it is. Since
Big
it's
as-
always just lurking
big as the
outside
dog?
on top of the stairs. I need someone to come get this thing out of my basement as soon as possible. I've locked the door since I can still hear the steps creaking under its weight down there.
Please hold.
Yeah, unless we've got something new. Yeah, we've got a bunch of... oh, that guy is just trapped there. Fatal Fey flu should be removed as soon as possible. Wood secretions. Pink, viscous liquid substance that can sometimes form from wood that has been mistreated. It is known to drip from wooden materials such as furniture or walls, causing a sticky, pooling buildup. Wood secretions, well, that's not in the basement. Mirror nymph. Okay, that just looks like an aesthetic photo you would find on like 2014 Tumblr. Stealing the likeness of homeowners and passersby. Generally small, faceless, and voiceless humanoids. Yeah, no, you're not in a basement. Memory wisp. Due to clerical error, the audio sample provided above is incorrect. This issue will be corrected by the end of the month. Oh boy. False artifact. Seemingly human-designed objects that can manifest suddenly inside a home, known for making gentle buzzing sounds that can usually only be heard by very young human children or small animals. Homeowners with false artifacts often report out-of-place objects or missing children or pets. Can pose a significant risk to small human children and animals. Should a child or pet be left alone with a false artifact, they are at risk of being encased within. Once encased, no noise made by the prey can be heard. While digestion can take upwards of several years to complete, starvation can be a more pressing concern. Oh boy. And a boggart. I think that's the face. It's just kind of metamorphosed top. Oh, now we're getting into metamorphosis. Large, hairy humanoids between 6 to 7 feet tall. They are fairly convincing false faces. What the fuck are false faces? Known for causing household accidents such as flooding, fires, or electric outages. That's not nice. Frequently observe their targets while they sleep. Boggarts are extremely dangerous to humans and pets due to their malicious nightly household activities, which can often cause injury or death. They also react very violently when seen by humans, but thankfully these instances are rare as they excel at staying hidden. Do not under any circumstances refer to an active boggart by any name. Once you become aware of its presence, simply vacate the premises. Provided you do not speak of the boggart at any time, in any fashion, it will remain in its original location. Okay, but doesn't seem like there's anything other than the stair snail that we already read about that fits the description of being in a cellar and being about as big as a dog. So let's go, stair slug. Okay. There's an audio sample for a rosebush? Oh, I just read ahead. False rosebushes are large plant-like creatures that most commonly take on the appearances of a red rosebush. In place of roots, these creatures have 2 small humanoid feet. Hello? Hi, Peter.
I've been hearing some really weird noises coming from the bathroom faucet recently. I'm not sure
Okay.
what it could mean. It just makes this nasty sound anytime I run it, along with this, nasty smell.
Nasty sound and smell.
Please hold.
In the faucet. I mean, my first thought was that maybe... Yeah, that sounds about right. Common household hazard during cold seasons characterized by the water inside pipes freezing and expanding, causing stoppages, cracks, and leaks. Homeowners with frozen pipes may report strange faucet smells, banging and whistling sounds coming from pipes, or leakage. Frozen pipes can lead to bursting and water damage, which can be both costly and dangerous to a home. Homeowners suspected of having frozen pipes should utilize HSH's plumbing services immediately. Prevention is key when cold season arrives. Homeowners are advised to ensure their home is sufficiently protected from the cold by checking seals, keeping their home above 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and running hot water through the pipes on a daily basis. I think you've just got some frozen pipes. So just call a plumber. Like Mario. Beep beep. Right, we were at the rosebush. 2 small humanoid feet that they use to chase down prey. As you can see here, it actually has the small feet in the in the picture. Hello?
My wife,
Hi, Quaid.
I can't. Her face. It's gone.
Oh,
It's gone. My wife. I can't see her face. I can't see her face. She's dead and I can't see her face. They're all gone. It's all gone.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Quaid. But I do know how
Please
to help
hold.
you. Well, it's not gonna bring your wife back, I think. Where was that thing? Mirror nymph. Is there something we can do? We'll wander to different locations, provided nobody looks into their mirror. Affected homeowners can restore their likeness by catching the mirror nymph and breaking its mirror with an iron implement. Okay, so we can bring his wife back. Although a nuisance are not a direct danger to humans. I think Quaid would understandably disagree with that. Yeah, I think your wife just had a run-in with a mirror nymph. Just destroy the mirror and she will be fine. Toilet hob. Oh, no time to read. Hello? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, Fred Pinball, right?
Place of business up there. I have never seen such a big old mess left behind by your pest control team. Just tons of twigs.
Okay, yeah,
Pebbles, sod, and I ain't putting up with it no more.
sure.
I got sod that was
Uh-huh.
coming out
And Fred Pinball is your real name?
Had to grab you by the gourd
I'll tell my
and stick you around
supervisor.
till next
Okay, you
Sunday.
can contact her
What
about
you
this.
gonna do?
Yeah. Sorry, sir, I can't do anything for you right now. Okay. Now let's read about the toilet hop. Toilet hops are a subspecies of hop that are known for homing inside toilets. You can just barely see it there. They bear false faces and have two separate clumps of wispy hair on each side of their heads. Like most hops, they tend to clean their homes when they are active at night, keeping the toilets they inhabit nearly spotless. Hello?
Hi?
Hi, Harvey.
I, have no idea what's happening. My sheets are growing nasty sharp things on them, and my legs itch like crazy. Do I need to be showering more often or something? I usually shower like once a week for my skin health, so maybe that's it?
I mean, maybe showering more than once a week would be
Please hold.
an idea already. Like, I know that a lot of people shower too much, but... Oh, entry could not be loaded. But we have read about the bed teeth before. Not bed bugs. Bed teeth, there we go. Good job. The network is still gone. No more reading in between calls. Oh man, that's my favorite part of the job. Now what? We're just sitting here. Oh, hello?
What are these useless instructions you
Oh.
sent me? I still can't remember her. I still can't see her face.
Oh. Oh, we were wrong. Can't remember her. That sounds like it might be a memory wisp. But we weren't able to read this fully. Invisible and odorless household wisps that are known for removing memories from the home and its homeowners. Homeowners infested with memory wisps will often report missing pictures, photo albums, and the inability to remember the faces of loved ones. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Hello?
Hello?
Hi,
I
Wanda.
was told to call this number to ask about my problem.
Okay.
The wall in my bedroom doesn't look right near the bottom. The bottom of the wall has some cracks, or maybe it's peeling. I'm not sure. I have a cat named Whiskers, and sometimes he likes to sharpen his claws at the couch. But he would never do that to the wall. He knows just how naughty that would be.
Okay. I mean, if you trust that your cat would never do that, I'll just trust you on that. And I think it might be where is he? The fracture hop. Oh, like some cracks at the bottom of the wall. That sounds like a fracture hop. What can you do against them? Cannot be removed once they nest. To prevent further danger. Hello? Hi, Gary.
You think this is some kind of joke?
Oh.
Last week, I called
Okay,
you guys
last
about
week it
some
wasn't
weird
me.
noises I had coming from my living room, and the info package you sent me said something about leaving out a bowl of cream? What kind of joke is that? It's been a week now that I've been dealing with this racket, no thanks to you, and now we're starting to have power outages. Your employee's stupid joke is now probably going to cost me who knows how much in repair costs. So talk
I'm
to your
sorry,
manager
that must have
and tell
been
them
one
they
of my
owe me
colleagues.
big time. You figure out what's
Sir,
going on in
screaming
my
at me is
house,
not
and then
gonna help your
figure it
problem.
out
Please calm
now.
down. Okay, leaving out a bowl of cream. starting to have power outages. Maybe he has a
Please
boggart?
hold.
And further danger. Measures to prevent metamorphosis should be taken as soon as possible. It's advised to leave out a slice of any kind of cheese each night. Do the other hops have similar stuff? Yeah. Okay. Hops cannot be compelled to leave on their own once nested in a home. Instead, one should take measures to prevent provoking metamorphosis by leaving out a bowl of cream or milk at night. So they're like mogwais. You just need to follow the rules and then they won't become evil gremlins or boggarts. Yeah, it sounds like he now has a boggart problem. Because of the electric outage. Okay, sir, you need to leave your house. I am sorry to inform you. Please just figure out where to go. Maybe visit family for a while or something. Just, yeah, I think you need to get a new house. Oh, 66.66666. Did I miss more than just the one? I must have. Aw, no coupon for me. Oh hey, look, another video. Science mysteries. That's a beautiful skybox. The mystery of mice. Oh.
Mice. One of humanity's oldest friends and oldest enemies. From the Black Plague to the shelves of our pet stores, mice have lived alongside humans for centuries. And just like humans, mice may even be evolving alongside us as well. This is a mus musculus, otherwise known as the common house mouse.
Fun fact, that's also where the word for muscle comes from. Because, I think the reason was because, like, when you, like, flex your muscles, it's like mice moving underneath your skin or something. Some weird shit like that. But yeah, the word for muscles comes from mice.
In the case of the smart mouse, perhaps even capable of communication.
Sorry, I talked over it. I want to actually listen to what he has to say about mice.
The shelves of our pet stores. Mice have lived alongside humans for centuries. And just like humans, mice may even be evolving alongside us as well. This is a mus musculus, otherwise known as the common house mouse. And this is mus musculus loquentis, otherwise known as the smart mouse, a newly discovered species known for its uniquely colored iris, and more importantly, its increased intelligence. Mice have brains smaller than peanuts, and yet, modern science has observed they are capable of thinking quite intelligently, and in the case of the smart mouse, perhaps even capable of communication.
Oh. I want to talk to a mouse.
Computer technology. Today's scientists have been able to interpret the previously indecipherable squeaks of a smart mouse, and have discovered what seems
Mouse translator! Mouse translator!
Within. Let's take a listen.
Oh.
Is this a wonder of evolution? Or are we just hearing things that aren't there? Do mice and men have more in common than previously thought? Well, I suppose that's what makes this a science mystery.
Not the help me from the mouse. Oh no. We need to help our rodent comrades. They've been oppressed for too long. New office pet. Hello, Home Safety Hotline family. We're excited to introduce to all of you our brand new office pet, Whiskers. Whiskers is loyal, friendly, and is as serious about pest control as we are. Please give Whiskers a warm welcome if you see him wander by your desk. Note, please refrain from picking up or feeding Whiskers as he's still getting to know everyone in the office and has scheduled feeding times. Aw, hi Whiskers! I want to pet Whiskers. Okay, but nothing else, I guess, because we didn't get the daily coupon. And Mike has just stopped messaging us. Well, let's get back to work. Thursday. We've almost made it through the week. We're clocking in. Whoa, I'm clocking in. We should get a call from Carol again, right? Oh, there we go. Just when I was about to say, okay, maybe we can do some early reading. Hi, Carol.
Hello, Supervisor Carol here again. I've been watching thee closely, employee. I'm impressed so far by your dedication to accuracy. I have once again updated
Just when I had my
your
first
position so you should have
wrong
access to
information.
more extensive household hazard information. Keep up the great work, employee. Our eyes rest upon thee.
Why are you using the? That's kind of old-fashioned. New permissions. Woo! Attic gnome. Attic gnomes are a subspecies of a gnome known to nest in attics and ceilings. Homeowners infested with attic gnomes will often report a knocking or tapping sound. At first I read that as rapping sound, and I thought they had just rap battles.
I've been having the worst kind
Hi,
of
Ash.
stomach bug, just aches and pains
Oh
constantly.
no.
But after a month, it still hasn't gone away, and I'm thinking there's got to be something wrong with the water, because we only eat fresh, homegrown fruits and vegetables here, and we ain't ever had any problems up till now.
Okay.
I keep hearing things about rusted pipes and water poisoning and all kinds of terrible things that can happen to the water, so
Yeah.
just send someone out to get this fixed for us.
Yeah, we'll see what your problem is.
Please hold.
Just something with the pipes again, huh? Maybe... laundry gnome? The Horde? Excuse me, the Horde? Holy! Horde is an invisible, odorless collective consciousness that is known to collect and store large quantities of common household refuse. Okay, I thought this was like some Castlevania Legion-as amalgamation of bodies. But it's just trash. Okay. Okay, it's less disturbing than I thought. But still, like rotten food, rusty metal. Gather and hoard their treasures. Yeah, you specifically have a problem with the pipes. So I don't think that's it. Maybe you've got the Fey flu? Symptoms of Fey flu include headaches, fever, eye discoloration, seeds taking root in skin pores, and blooming. Stomach bugs. That's not in here. I don't think it's carbon monoxide. Oh, wait. He said they're growing. Yeah. Only eat fresh, homegrown fruits and vegetables. We've never had any problems until now. False beets are creatures with a beet-like appearance that are known to trick gardeners into harvesting and eating them by disguising themselves among their vegetables. False beets are harmless unless eaten by a human, at which point they will take root in the human stomach. Oh no. Feeding off its nutrients for its lifetime. This can cause digestive issues and potential back problems over the course of the human's life. False beets only find themselves in gardens that grow beets. If you do not wish to contend with false beets, it is advised to avoid growing beets. Swallowed false beet cannot be removed without killing its host. Oh. Ow. Ew. I think that might be it. Yeah, there's no, like, no smell coming from the faucet. It was just, like, his own thought. What it might be. LV, hi! It's time for Home Safety Hotline. Yeah, we are helping people with weird occurrences around their house. Right now we've got Ash on hold. Who has some kind of stomach issue. And his thought was that maybe there's something wrong with the faucet, maybe the pipes, no, just the water, because they only eat their own homegrown vegetables, so everything should be fine. But my thought right now is that he ate a false beet. The false beet then starts growing in the stomach and causes digestive issues. And you cannot remove it without killing the host. So, yeah, sorry. No, he's not turning into a beet. He just has a beet-like parasite in his stomach that is feeding off of him. Very different. But yeah, I think you might have a false beet, Ash. Sorry to tell you. A new buddy. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. What else do we have here? Seedlings. Small insectoid creatures about the size of an aphid. They are known for burrowing in outdoor planters or gardens, feeding off the roots of nearby weeds. Though their weed-killing lifestyles can make them useful for gardeners. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Wanda.
I followed every instruction your people sent
Oh.
me, but I'm still
Yeah?
getting cracks on my wall. My
Oh.
daughter has called pest control, and she told me not to call you anymore for help. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
No, I'm sorry. I must have given you the wrong information. And then where did the cracks in her wall come from? Because I thought it was a fracture hob. They cause cracks and fractures in the walls of the homes they inhabit. Physically similar to other hobs, also bear false face. Not dangerous, but the fractures and cracks can lead to foundational issues. Hello? Hi, Felicia.
Told me to call this number, so I hope I got the right number here.
Okay.
Anyway, I think somebody is stalking me.
Oh no.
I can see their shadow at night at my window, just staring into the house. When I
Oh.
close the window, I can still hear him out there,
sleeping on the couch every night this past week, just so he won't see me.
Makes
The
sense.
police said they can't do anything, so please, send somebody or do something about this. I can hardly sleep anymore.
Okay, Felicia, I will see what I can do. We haven't really read anything about a creature like stalking humans, so we will have to do some reading. I saw the name Travel Gnome before, and I thought maybe it's like a gnome traveling outside and looking in, but no, it seems to just actually hide away in luggage. Can affect the household. They will often create expansive gardens, mimic. No, I think it's hiding in the luggage. And then they just make a garden in the house. Okay. Leaving soil plants and common outdoor pests in their wake. These gardens, in addition to introducing a variety of dangerous pests, can also create foundational problems in a home if they continue to grow unabated. Okay, what could be stalking? Maybe a night wisp? That sounds... Night wisps. This game is a world builder's dream. Yeah, it's really fun to just read about all these creatures. I mean, we started out with just mice, moles, termites, ticks, bedbugs. I think the weirdest thing we had on the first day were the bat teeth. But now we are really deep into it, and there's a bunch of weird shit here. Bright floating lights, known to hover outside windows at night while whispering promises of wealth and good fortune. She did say she heard it breathing. Not dangerous to humans unless listened to. Refrain from listening to their whispers and following their directions. We'll move on to other homes after a week or so if they are ignored consistently. It is advised to drown out the whispers with music or wear sleeping masks to prevent sleep disruption. Usually your own, you hope. Maybe it's a night gnome? Oh, yeah, that might be it. Small, hairy creatures with a pointed head. They are known for their tendency to enter the sleeping quarters of humans to watch them while they sleep. Homeowners affected by night gnomes frequently report sighting them in the middle of the night or report heavy breathing sounds during late hours. Okay, so I think we got it. Night gnomes are not known to be deadly to humans, but those who suffer from heart conditions should consider wearing sleeping masks to prevent being startled by their presence. Night gnomes will move on to other homes if they become bored or restless by your inhabitants' sleeping activities. There's no guarantee, however, that they will become bored by you if they find your sleep sufficiently entertaining. Oh yeah, I also wouldn't be able to sleep if I just heard that outside of my window, I think. But I think we found it. So yeah, Felicia, you have a problem with a night gnome. Your uni mini fridge sounded like that. Oh boy. What else do we have here? Laundry gnome. Subspecies of gnome with thick fiber-like fur. They can fold their bodies into various shapes and often resemble dirty towels. I thought it was just kind of hiding somewhere in there, but it's apparently just the laundry. Hello? Linda,
Hello, yes,
hi.
I believe there may be some kind of problem with our home ventilation.
Okay.
Lately, we've been hearing awful banging noises coming from the ceiling, and the air quality seems to have been drastically reduced.
Banging
My
from the
daughter hasn't
ceiling.
been able to stop coughing.
Air quality reduced.
Please hold.
Once again, I don't think we've read about this before. Banging on the ceiling. Tree-like ground roots known to grow upwards from the floor. Nope. Cellar grotto. This is also not mixed. Maybe an attic gnome? Subspecies of gnomes known to nest in attics and ceilings. Homeowners infested with attic gnomes will often report a knocking or tapping sound coming from their ceilings or a surplus of dust coming out of their ventilation systems. Okay, yeah. Daughter hasn't been able to sleep. To stop coughing. Attic gnomes' feeding habits can often be a boon to homeowners as they consume dust, cobwebs, and household pests such as spiders in large quantities. However, when frightened, they will violently expel their meals, which can send large quantities of dust particulates into the air, causing air quality issues in the household. They are very easily frightened. To remove an attic gnome from the household, it is recommended to dust and clean your attics and ceilings regularly as to avoid giving it a source of food. This will also prevent other attic gnomes from nesting in your home. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Lots of gnomes today. Good job. What's a cellar grotto? Large cave-like networks known to sometimes appear spontaneously in cellars and basements. Homeowners with cellar grottos will often report a bad smell coming from the basement. Hello? Hello, May.
Help me! The police refused to do anything. They told me to call you.
Okay.
Please say you can help.
I'll do my best.
Boy, Jeremy has gone missing.
Oh.
He's 8 years old and such a sweetheart. The last time I saw him was when I was tucking him into bed last night and checking his messy closet for bees to calm him down.
Okay.
Oh, it's silly, I know, but my poor Jeremy is always so concerned about bees and wasps and stuff.
For bees.
I miss him so much. Oh, please say you can help me find him. He's all that I have.
Okay. Tucking him into bed. So he was in his room. We have a little kid missing. Was in his bedroom. His closet was messy.
Please hold.
He's scared of bees and wasps. What could this be? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. He has a messy... Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. But yeah, if he has a messy closet, then maybe there was a false artifact in there. Oh, and the buzzing sound is why he's afraid of bees. Oh no. Oh no. Is there anything you can do to get him back? Removal is as simple as physically moving the object out of one's home. Come on, remove the object. Should a pet or a loved one already be encased within, one can utilize a memory wisp to speed up the grieving process. Oh, that's just... Oh, that hurts. Oh no. Yeah, we'll just wipe your memory of your 8-year-old son, so you'll feel less bad about it. Oh, man, this can't be it, right? But the buzzing and it all makes sense. Oh, this is horrible. This is so bad. Oh no. Yeah, I think it is a false artifact. Oh, that sucks. Good job. Well, I don't feel like it was a good job. I can't really do much else. We still haven't read about the portal. Door-shaped openings. Hello?
Hi.
Hello, Leo.
I'm concerned somewhat about the stability of my new home.
Okay.
I recently finalized the purchase and naturally afterwards found that there are several large cracks in the walls of the basement that
Yeah,
were not
always just
previously
afterwards.
disclosed, as well as several pieces of half-eaten cheese littered across the basement floor. I haven't been able
Okay,
to get
this
in
time
contact
it's
with the
the...
previous owners about this, and I'm wondering if you can offer any kind of legal advice.
We're not really here for legal advice, but...
Please hold.
I'm pretty sure this time it has to be the fracture hob. Because, the cheese also fits that. I'm not sure about, like, what the other one where the fracture hob was wrong was about, but like the large cracks and the half-eaten cheese both fit. So yeah, just put out more cheese. Now let me read about the portal. Oh, nope. Hello? Gub rubber. Okay, yeah. Very funny. Yeah.
I got a big old party I'm setting up here at the studio, and we're gonna need
Sure.
more
Okay. Are you done wasting my time?
many mouths to feed, you know what I mean? And I need that orange drink to feed my brew. On second thought, y'all still got that cheesy greaser. Too many mouths to feed. Maybe
Are you done?
please don't tell me you don't got the pepper squeeze.
Oh, all these prank calls. Every day. Door-shaped openings to an outdoor location other than the homeowners, discovered most commonly in basements or underground cellars. That's a new sound. Hello?
Hey, so
Hello,
my
Phil.
doctor told me I should call this number.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea why. He won't tell me anything. He said you could help, so
Hopefully.
something, I guess. So I've recently been having just the worst headaches, and
Okay.
just barely I woke up and felt my eyes were starting to look kind of pink. I'm really freaked out right now, and I'm not sure what I have. I can't find anything online. Can you
Oh.
help me?
Please hold.
I think he has Fey flu. Network error. Okay. Yeah, but I think he has Fey flu. The doctor isn't telling him anything. His eyes have become discolored. He has a headache. It sounds like Fey flu. The network is still down though. Hello?
You gotta
Hello,
tell me what's
Kyle.
going on inside my home,
Okay.
I'm freaking out over here.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
holes all over my freaking house, man. Freaking holes!
Uh-huh.
Stepping around big wooden splinters. There's no telling on in my kitchen that I have no idea how freaking deep it goes. To top it all off, my skittish little greyhound goblin is nowhere to be found. She probably
No
took off
goblin.
after seeing this mess. I need help. Bad.
Okay, Kyle, I'll help you. Hopefully we can get Goblin back. Holes everywhere. Big wooden splinters.
Please hold.
Wait, what? Drawn to the... There's no way I just instantly clicked on the correct thing. That looks like a dog to me. Yeah, but up there you have a little horn-shaped fungus growing out of the forehead of the dog. Unicorn fungi are a rare horn-shaped fungus that are known to grow on the heads of furry mammals and household pets. They often affect the animal's disposition, causing them to be drawn to the soil. This is why I said ain't no way that I just immediately clicked on the correct thing, just kind of browsing around. Homeowners often report their pets furiously digging around or inside their home. Unicorn fungi are not directly harmful to humans, but they can often lead to other household problems, such as broken floorboards, uprooted plants, or waking up other things beneath the soil. Oh no. Unicorn fungi will go away after a few months on its own without treatment, but can also be treated with cryotherapy or removed surgically if removal needs expediting. To prevent unicorn fungi from developing, regularly bathe your pet, especially after any outdoor activities. Yeah, that seems right. Stinky goblin. Yeah, he should have washed his goblin more often. Then maybe wouldn't have gotten a unicorn fungus. But also... Oh, maybe it's just in the big hole in the ground. Because I was like... Also, he said his dog was missing. So... How would you even... Oh, hello?
Alright, I'm gonna need someone
Okay,
to
Jackie.
explain what in the name of Christmas is happening to my living room.
Uh-huh.
I'm back from vacation and the house is already turning into a disaster not 24 hours later. And my living room is absolutely covered in soil and plants. Looks like a
Okay, travel gnome.
darn
I see.
nursery in there. What is happening? Is this what happens when you buy a bad rug or something?
Kinda close. Like, that was my immediate thought when she said vacation. But then the soylent plants
Please
just
hold.
made it very clear that this is, in fact, a travel gnome. The fucking mimics are back at it again. There we go. What's the whistling fungi? Small mushroom-like growths with many small holes in their caps that frequently grow through drywall gaps and cracks. Homeowners infested with whistling fungi often report a dissonant whistling sound coming from their walls. Warning, if you ever hear... Hello?
There's something in my basement.
Okay.
Don't know what it is. All I know is when I open my basement door, it smells like a damn sewer,
Like a
and I can hear
sewer.
it making all kinds of horrible noises. It sounds like there might be a lot of water down there, too.
Full of
I
water.
don't know what it might be doing down there, but I have a feeling it's causing a whole lot of damage. Please, send somebody to help with this. I can't deal with something like this.
Okay, so we have another basement problem. It's that one route from Skyrim.
Please hold.
Lots of water in the basement. Wasn't there something like randomly appearing? The cellar grotto. Large cave-like networks, known to sometimes appear spontaneously in cellars and basements. Smells like a damn sewer. Homeowners with cellar grottos will often report a bad smell coming from the basement, higher humidity in the home. Yeah, a lot of water. Notable increase in large beetles, frogs, and related pests. Cellar grottos can introduce a number of dangerous pests into the home, and the heightened humidity they introduce can cause warped floorboards, weakened foundation, and other hazards. Cellar grottos can be removed by finding their creator and presenting them with a gift of gold. Oh, I see. Their creator often resides somewhere within the grotto's subterranean lake. For safety, bring spelunking and snorkeling equipment on your excursion. Or consider utilizing HSH's grotto removal team. What does it sound like? Not what I expected. Leprechauns are evolving. This is kind of just like, what if a mystery dungeon appeared in real life? Yeah, you might need some gold, or you can use the grotto removal team. Accuracy 100%. Nice. Bribes work in every universe. Of course. Aw. No new video this time. Okay, but we've got mail. Ah, Mike is back. Oh. Do not come here to the F-hole. I don't even want to know anything about your F-hole, Mike. Thy Holia is breached. I rape pat te huiaoli is brachedi. It's not said for here. I must named a new spot. It knows I'm here. Pre-A1 English students be like. Are they also talking about the huiaoli being brachedi? Also, this image is wild. Scheduling changes. Employee number 036. Regarding your schedule this week, due to a shortage of available staff, we will need you to come into work this Saturday and Sunday. Aw, man! Thanks for being a team player. Rest assured your additional labors will be recognized. Sincerely, HSH Corporate. Yeah, I mean, Mike has been pestering us for a while now. Telling us to quit the job. But yeah, scheduling changes are important. I need to know when I have to go to work. And we got our daily coupon, because we got more than 90% accuracy. All my homies hate Mike. I don't know enough about Mike to know if I should hate him. He seems to be like a Ratman from Portal type of guy. And there's some weird shit going on behind the scenes that we don't know about yet. But first, we've got our daily coupon. Congratulations, employee. Your high accuracy rate has awarded you today's daily coupon. Today's daily coupon is for Tamed River Root. Other than the hole? Yeah, the hole was just where Mike was hiding. Yeah, join me in this hole, he said. He was hiding after quitting his job. Very Ratman-esque. Anyway, Tamed River Root. Plucked and tamed straight from the waters within the undersoil, this river root is as reliable as they come. Their gentle, high-frequency cries are guaranteed to keep your garden safe from all manner of pests and predators. Just don't forget to keep them well watered and well monitored. To receive your discount, simply type the following code during your online checkout. Rootin' for you. Keep up the great work. Oh, that's still pretty expensive. So this is like a like a screaming mushroom you put in your garden? No, it's not a drug, it's just something you put in your garden to keep pests away. We also got a coupon for a used horseshoe and bug spray. Well, we gotta get the next coupon, right? Maybe Mike could use the horseshoe. Well, but it's been used already. Clocking in. Okay, we should get a call from Carol again to make more entries accessible. Any moment now. Any moment now. There we go. Hi, Carol.
Hello. Supervisor Carol here. Thine accuracy continues to impress those of us above and below the soil. I have updated your permissions
Okay.
once more. Keep up the great work, employee. Our eyes rest soundly upon thee.
Above and below the soil? Carol, what are you talking about? Okay. Animation. She looks like every retail manager you've ever had. I think that might be on purpose. Animations are any miniature humanoid figure such as dolls, puppets, or marionettes that are capable... Hello?
There were Satan worshippers in my shed.
Okay,
I think you might
Patrice.
be my no-good teenager haven't joined up with one of those dungeon
Oh no, satanic panic.
Been gone for days now, and the next thing you know, I find a dang tree growing
The
in my
Dungeon
shed.
Dragon cults.
The tree is all covered in torn up fabric and some kind of black liquid.
Sorry, Patrice, that was me. Yeah, that was just us doing D&D.
Get these godless teens off my property.
I was honestly not listening after that because I had to laugh about the satanic panic stuff. Okay, her teenager has been gone for days. Next thing you know, find a dang tree growing in... Tree is all covered in torn up fabric, some kind of black liquid. Classic satanic ritual crap, I assume. Okay, that tree
Please
seems very suspicious. Dreamweaver. Oh. That's a room fully covered in cobwebs. When your mother asks you what a baby girl astral elf is and why you wrote it down in your calendar. How did you explain that? Yeah, I don't think this Dreamweaver is like you. Large spider-like creatures known to weave dreams into reality. They also are known to cause nearby humans to only dream about everything being covered in webs. They will only move into a household if no other spiders are present. Parasitic in nature and feed off the dreams of humans while they sleep. One trick pony. While this does not cause any direct harm to humans, it can lead to increased anxiety, and the large webs they weave can often trap dust, pests, and children. They're eating your hard work, yeah. They should pay you. Causing further complications. To remove a Dreamweaver, homeowners should refrain from sleeping for as long as possible in order to starve the creature and encourage it to find a new home. Dreamweavers will often attempt to induce sleep by ensnaring homeowners and injecting them with a sleep-inducing venom. Do not let them do this. I don't think anyone would have thought about letting them do that. Do we have anything like a tree? Ah, sprig tree. Dreamweavers hate insomniacs. Sprig trees are a rapidly growing tree-like organism that takes root in a human body. Known to cause structural damage to a home as they continue to grow, generally reaching their full size in a matter of days. Known to be caused by the touch of a spriggan. Sprig trees are incredibly deadly to those infected and will result in death once they have reached a certain size. Anyone near a sprig tree while it is growing in an indoor location is also at risk of injury or death from the structural damage that will occur as it grows. There is no cure for a sprig tree. The infected individual should be quarantined, while any others occupying the household should vacate the premises immediately. Do not touch the infected person or the black substance that leaks from them under any circumstance. Begin looking for a new home and arrange any funeral services as needed for the affected individual. I think we should touch the black substance. You sure about that? I don't think we should touch the black substance that comes from the sprig tree. But yeah, I think that might be what happened to her son. There we go. We also have sprig vines. Sprig vines are rapidly growing short internet videos that are known to quickly consume a house and block off exits. They are often a sign that a spriggan has been provoked. Hello? Hey, Robert.
About some noises in my house, and
Okay.
I've followed the instructions you sent me. They still seem to be happening.
Oh no.
I already told you guys what was happening, but the short story is that every night I'm hearing clattering noises coming from the kitchen. In the morning,
Clattering from
I
the
usually
kitchen,
check
okay.
the kitchen for any signs of droppings or whatever, but the place looks spotless. Can you please tell me what's actually happening so I can get some sleep?
I see. No droppings. So, not like a raccoon or anything.
Please hold.
Why is your CEO here? Well, clearly he has some problems in his home. Is it a trash gnome? Thick brownish gray fur, frog-like eyes, and... Oh my god, that's the eyes! I was like, which part of this is trash and which part of this is gnome? And large gaping mouths. Trash gnome just like me, for real, for real. They are known to seek out trash receptacles and burrow inside them for both food and shelter. Homeowners with trash gnomes often report the smell of rotten eggs, finding large clumps of fur throughout the house, tipped garbage cans, and loud crunching sounds at night. Okay, that's not it. Did we have any, like, kitchen things here? Maybe a kobold? Crunching sounds are my midnight snacks. I'm gonna munch. I'm gonna crunch. Oh no, that was a sprig vine. Kobolds are 5-foot-tall humanoid creatures with dog-like faces that are known to burrow into dark rooms or storage closets and make them their home. Homeowners infested with kobolds will sometimes report broken floorboards. Okay, no floorboards. Harmless to humans until they are discovered, at which point they will often lash out violently to protect their home, causing injury or even death. If discovered, kobolds will attempt to lure humans into their space by poking their dog-like heads out from behind corners and whimpering. Do not ever enter a kobold's domain. One should not attempt to remove a kobold from their home. It is strongly advised to hire professionals and utilize HSH's pest removal service. Fuck around and find out, as creatures. Okay, but clattering and place looks spotless. That does sound like a hob. But what kind? Just a common one? They generally only come out at night. Common hob used for heating up my goulash. Maybe there was some hob that I missed earlier. It was in the kitchen, so it's probably not gonna be a toilet hob. Soap sprite? Soap sprites are a subspecies of sprite that are known for consuming bacteria and harmful microbes. They frequently occupy bathrooms, appearing similar to pink bars of soap, in order to feed off the hands that use them. They secrete a suds-like substance that is used to digest their meals. Soap sprites, despite their bacteria-eating lifestyle, are frequently known to spread deadly diseases such as the Fey flu to humans who handle them, making them a serious household hazard. Oh no. Easy to remove, but that's also not it. Maybe a pipe hob? Subspecies of hob that are known for making homes inside tube-like structures such as pipes. They bear no false face and are much smaller than most hobs. Commonly emerge from their homes at night and consume any dirt, grime, and hair in the surrounding area, cleaning it in the process. The Fey flu, yeah. Pipe hobs are not a direct danger to humans, but their physical presence can sometimes cause leaks or clogs over time. We didn't have any of that, right? No. They're also capable of mischievous acts and metamorphoses. Pipe hobs cannot be compelled to leave, leaving out a clipping of hair near their homes at night. Okay, with all of that, is not really. Maybe it is a common hob? He said the place looks spotless. Let's just try the common hob. We'll see if that was correct. Hello? Hi, Pamela.
Yes, hi. I recently purchased from your company one of your home security installation services, and not a week later, I'm still getting break-ins.
Oh no.
As I mentioned prior, someone has been breaking into the greenhouse and taunting us with their singing. They could be some insane serial killer, for all we know.
Into the greenhouse and sing.
But no one in my family feels safe anymore. None of your stupid security alarms even went off.
So they must be in the greenhouse already. They're not breaking in. They're singing at night. False flower. False flowers are long, slender creatures that vaguely resemble common house plants. They are known to take root in indoor potted plants, disguising themselves among the flowers. Hearing faint singing, harmless is left to their own devices. However, if homeowners attempt to disrupt or remove them, they will often lash out by spraying a toxic chemical known to cause blindness or loss of sight. Not to be disturbed once they have taken root. Water regularly and try not to notice their presence. Ignore their singing. Yeah, the rose bushes are different. They have the funny human feet. So it must be the false flower, right? Also, Elvie, since you asked, this is the Fae flu. It's a rare and dangerous disease, commonly spread by household Fae. Symptoms include headaches, fever, eye discoloration, seeds taking root in your skin pores, and blooming. Now you know. But yeah, I think... Can we hear the singing? Okay. I think they might have some false flowers in their greenhouse. Usually it's potted plants, but you can probably also just have them in a greenhouse. So yeah, Pamela, just ignore it for your own sake. The music is so anxiety-inducing, amazing on hold music. Ah, cool. Okay, yeah.
Dumbbells that I bought from you that need a good spit shine. Know what I mean?
Oh.
These bells have got
I don't know what I did to just skip that, but...
grease. Can't even see my face in them when I'm deadlifting. Know what I mean? I'm looking at these bells right now here. I'm seeing spit, crud, and juice, and
Hey, who are you? How did you get in? Hey, now easy there. Get away. Get away.
He looks dead. I don't know about the lifting. Yeah, especially after this part, I think he might be dead. No more lifting. Also, these weirdly edited pictures are just usually what you see with a prank call. I don't know what I did to just skip to the end of that message, though. Very interesting that I can do that. Maybe I'll just try to go for 100% after.
Hello.
Hi, Carol.
Supervisor Carol here. I noticed that you've been experiencing regular, disruptive calls from a false caller with ulterior motives.
Yeah, I had some prank calls.
This false caller shall no longer be a blight upon me. Keep up the good work, employee.
Oh. Oh. I see. Okay. So that's what that was? Sure. Okay. A blight upon thee. Okay, Shakespeare. Yeah, she's been talking like that the whole time. Yeah, she did something about the prank caller. And the call sound is weird again.
There's some kind of insect in my house. And
Hi, Andy.
It may have died. I saw this big, nasty thing fly in through the window, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere, but
Oh,
I
okay.
maybe it electrocuted itself awful burning scent throughout the house. Can someone come find this thing and get it out of my house?
Okay, insect flew in through the window. Burning scent.
Please hold.
We'll see what that is. Well. Ah, damn it, network error. Now we gotta make an educated guess what it could be. Maybe a lamp sprite. That sounds like something that might smell like burning. Anything else that it could be? It's definitely not just a fly. The horde? Yeah. I think we can make an educated guess that it is a lamp sprite, just because of the burning smell. And I don't really have anything else to go off of right now. So we're gonna say, you've got a lamp sprite. They really gotta fix this back end. These network errors are horrible. Really annoying. Hello?
It took my daughter. It took my daughter. She's gone. It wrapped its awful tendrils around her and took her down with it. I saw it with my own eyes. Please, send help. The police won't do anything. Send help.
Tendrils. Tendrils, and it took her down. Okay, can I please... Okay, we can check again. That would be very little information to go off of again. So good thing we have access to the database again. Tendency block exits. Create struggles when needing to exit the house in a hurry. Okay, so that's not it. Which of these creatures could have tendrils? Octonome. Rain nymphs are a subspecies of nymph that are most active during rainstorms. Faint humanoids with a glow in their eyes that often appear near windows and doors, asking to be let inside. Homeowners affected with rain nymphs often report flooding. The floods rain nymphs cause can lead to water damage, which can be both costly and dangerous to a home. Ah, clearly, it's a raccoon. Also, let's check if the lamp sprite made sense. Common subspecies of sprite that make their home inside lamps fixtures. They are known for causing the lamps they inhabit to flicker or burn hotter, sometimes causing a burning smell in the home. Yes! Educated guess. Not dangerous to humans unless provoked. Not under any circumstances turn off the lamp or attempt to reach your hand inside the lamp when actively inhabited. Okay, but... Oh, maybe it's the floor roots. No. Well, that doesn't make sense. Tree-like roots that are known to grow upward from the floor to wrap themselves around various objects or humans in their vicinity. Grow slow enough that they serve very little danger to awake and aware human adults. However, if not spotted quickly, they are known strangling hazard for human children and pets while they sleep. Okay, yeah, that's not it. Pose incredible danger to homeowners with children or pets, as their diet consists of small mammals. They are known to be fast and efficient hunters. Homeowners without children or pets face a reduced risk, as they cannot swallow whole anything larger than themselves. Took her down with it. Keep children or pets from venturing outside. It's more than 1 month without eating. It will move on to new territory. What about the closet labyrinth? Large twisting networks of tunnels that are known to occasionally appear inside of the closets or wardrobes of wealthy homeowners or left behind in homes once owned by the wealthy. Homeowners with closet labyrinths will often report missing clothes or the sounds of distant cries coming from their closet. Closet labyrinths are incredibly easy to get lost in by design and can prove especially hazardous to homeowners carrying valuable items such as gold, precious silk, or rare spices on their person. They are otherwise harmless to those who do not enter their domain. Okay, no tendrils here. Maybe cellar growths? Large species of fungi that are known to grow in dark, damp environments, such as cellars. Homeowners infested with cellar growths commonly report a slimy residue, the sound of dripping or stretching, or strange glows coming from the cellar. Cellar growths most commonly grow on ceilings. Their weight can often cause duress to a home's foundation, and as such, their removal should be prioritized. Slimy residue they drip onto the floor can also be toxic to small mammals or human children. Still, no tendrils. What the fuck? Do you have tendrils? They're fairly convincing false faces, known for causing household accidents. Frequently observe the targets while they sleep. Extremely dangerous, very violently, rare and excellent staying hidden. Ooh. I'm stumped. You don't have visible tendrils. You are invisible. You're just staring. Oh, wait. Pipe growths are a type of fungus that are known for making homes inside damp, tube-like structures, such as pipes. Pipe growths often grow slightly larger than the pipes they inhabit and will therefore clog the pipe indefinitely until their removal. Pipe growths are known to make loud bubbling digestion noises after they eat a full meal. Known to attempt to eat anything that comes inside their domain. Most commonly, accidents occur when a human child attempts to reach their hand inside their home. Do not attempt to reach your hand inside an active pipe growth's home. They are otherwise harmless to humans. Must be offered a replacement. Any common PVC pipe will suffice. One should garnish the inside of the replacement home with an assortment of meat juices and insects. Place the replacement home near one of the pipe's openings and leave it overnight. The following day, the pipe growth should be moved into its new home, where it can be safely relocated away from the household. That sounds like the closest fit we have right now. Just because he said, took her down with it? Maybe down into the pipe? Yeah, I think this might be a pipe growth. The implication that those have awful tendrils is quite well delivered because it doesn't say so in the text here. And it's just this distressed father that saw his child get dragged down. Hello?
It stole me.
Oh, now we have the mirror nymph.
I'm not me anymore. It took me. It took me. I can't see myself anymore. I'm gone.
Don't worry, Helen. I know
Please
exactly
hold.
what to do. You've had an encounter with a mirror nymph. Small, faceless, and voiceless humanoids carrying a large mirror that they beckon others to look into. Homeowners afflicted by mirror nymphs commonly report not being able to recognize their own face. Took me, I can't see myself anymore. I'm gone. Help get me back. I'm not me anymore. It took me. Although nuisance are not a direct danger. They will wander to different locations provided nobody looks into their mirror. Affected homeowners can restore their likeness by catching the mirror nymph and breaking its mirror with an iron implement. So that's all you need to do, Helen. Also very interesting that the face being stolen was just shown as her being pixelated. Like, looking into this mirror just censors you. Hello?
You were no help. I won't let her stay underground
Oh.
with that thing alone. I'm going after her. Tell my mother I love her.
Okay, so it was not a pipe growth. Its tendrils took her. Was it a kobold? I wouldn't say they have tendrils, right? Rip dude. Yeah. He's not coming back. Until they are. That would make sense, though. Hello?
I think some homeless or druggies might be in my house because I keep finding used needles, cans, metal scrap, and other such nasty things on my living room carpet. I have children in this house, and this is a very serious hazard to their health. And before you say anything, yes, I already called the police, and they told me to call this number instead. So I assume that you will send over the proper authorities to deal with this matter promptly.
Yes, of course. You could be a little more polite about it. Seems a bit too happy about this. I think she's just a little stuck up. Also because, like, some homeless or druggies. You know, she's just like, nah, you know, I shouldn't have to deal with these lowlifes.
Please hold.
That type of person. That should be the horde, right? Where is the horde? There. Needles, cans, metal scraps. Known to collect and store large quantities of common household refuse. Makes them prone to spreading disease to the home's inhabitants. Rotten food, used syringes, rusty metal. Horde will continue to gather and hoard their treasures indefinitely. It is advised to sell one's home at the first sign of the Horde's presence to make the relocation process go over more smoothly. Or, to put it differently, make it someone else's problem so you don't have to deal with it anymore. To prevent the Horde from gathering in one's home, it is advised to keep one's home as tidy as possible as to not attract the Horde's attention. The introduction of a hop to the household can often assist in this process. Nasty things on my living room carpet, children in this house, and this very serious hazard. I think this is the Horde. What else can we read about? Oh, next call. Hello.
Yeah, is there some
Hi,
kind
Maple.
of home security camera I can purchase from you guys? For the last few nights, we haven't gotten any sleep thanks to some punks outside with flashlights or something. Someone keeps flashing these bright lights through our windows at night.
I know
but
what
I
that
haven't been able
is.
to see who's doing
I know
it.
what that
I
is.
want to catch them on camera so I can finally bust these stupid teens for all they're worth.
Someone keeps flashing.
Please hold.
That's a night wisp. Subspecies of wisp in the form of a bright floating light. They are known to hover outside windows at night while whispering promises of wealth and good fortune. Someone keeps flashing bright lights through our windows at night. I haven't been able to see who's doing it. He hasn't talked about their whispers at all, but you know, the lights are just a perfect fit. So this has to be a night wisp. Yippee. Okay, they just need to be ignored. Drown out their whispers with music. Yeah, he should be able to do that. Hello?
Hey,
Hi, Patty.
I think I found some kind of door. I feel like maybe I should step through it. Yeah, I think I need to go inside. The wind feels so nice.
Finding a random door. Yeah, don't do it, Patty. Finding a random door is not
Please hold.
something where you should just immediately be like, oh yeah, I should go through that. That should be a portal, right? Do they have a door-shaped opening to an outdoor location other than the homeowners discovered most commonly in basements or underground cellars? She didn't say where she found it. The wind does imply that it is outside. But cold drafts, strange dreams, and a strong desire to enter. Yup. Portals can introduce a wide variety of dangerous elements to a home and should be dealt with as soon as they are discovered. They can additionally cause drafts and introduce heating problems to a home. Portals should be sealed shut with wooden planks, bricks, or other common building materials. For the love of God, Montresor. The seals should be airtight as to not allow for anything to come inside the home. It is advised to utilize HSH's home security services to ensure portals are sealed safely. Yep. You have a portal in your home. Do not go through it. Where were we? Sprite. Imagine not going to Narnia and blocking it up instead. I mean, it's debatable. That would have been better. But it would have been less interesting for a book. Hello?
This might, sound strange.
Oh, I've heard a lot of strange things.
Squid or something in my bathroom. I went into the bathroom in the middle of the night last night, and I could see something slithering under near the sink with its, little tentacles or, tendrils or, whatever. But when I turned on the lights, nothing was there. I checked under the towel, under, that little soap thing and everything, but I know it's somewhere. It's too freaking big to have gone down the drain. Still gotta be hiding in here.
tendrils again.
Please hold.
We have another case of tendrils coming out of somewhere. And this time they just disappeared immediately after the light was turned on. And it was specifically the bathroom. You don't have tendrils, and you're also pretty insignificant, if I can put it like that without sounding disrespectful. Ringweaver, desktop, cockroaches, carpenter ants. Phew. Do not return for any reason. Whistling fungi can be removed with common weed killers. Prevent a whistling fungi infestation. Ensure there are no open cracks in your home. That does not sound like tentacles. Maybe the toilet hob. Subspecies of hob. False faces. Most hobs, they tend to clean their homes. Plumbing problems. Ooh. I mean, there is nothing about like tentacles or tendrils in this entry, so I still think this is incorrect, just like it was before. But then what is it? What was the Fey Feast? Feasts are mid to large-sized piles of various edible food substances, frequently including flour, cornmeal, and various species of fungi. They are known to appear near eating areas of the home. Feasts are not dangerous if consumed, but if left untouched, they can provoke more dangerous activity, or else its continued presence can affect other household pests such as cockroaches or carpenter ants. A sign of a hospitable presence, and as such should be consumed immediately one-sided to prevent provoking or offending the gifter. For maximum assured safety, all members of the home should partake in the feast. Phew. Yeah, I don't really know. The tendrils are really stumping me. To the bathroom in the middle of the night. Could see something slithering under near the sink. With its tentacles, or like tendrils. Nothing was there when the light was on. Did we have something about the seedlings? Alright, they were the little insects that would kill off weeds. Despite the bacteria frequently known. Oh, maybe that was the substance from the soap sprite. Easy to remove. Maybe we have tongs or other grabbing utensils. More often than not plant related. Yeah, but this is kind of It was also described as an octopus-like thing, like a squid or something. Known for consuming bacteria and harmful microbes, frequently occupy bathrooms, appearing similar to pink bars of soap. And they also mentioned that it's too big to have gone down the drain. That little soap thing and everything. I checked that. So I think this might be a soap sprite. Oh yeah, in the picture you can see like little tendrils like coming out of the bar of soap. I think this is a soap sprite. Accuracy 90%. Okay, so we missed like one. But we still get our coupon. So that's good. Ooh, new video. Let's go. Thunder Peak. What is this? Great American Hikes. Oh, I love hiking. Thunder Peak. Thunder Peak is one of America's most dangerous yet rewarding hiking locations. In this guide, we'll show you how you can be best prepared for one of nature's most beautiful trails. Had to hike on your recent beach holiday. You hated it. Oh man, I love hiking. Supplies. Wait, let me just... I really love hiking. Like, for the last few years, like the last 2 years, yeah. I've had like a big hiking trip with my uncle, my father, and my brother. Once a year. Views were amazing, but it was so steep that one step felt like 300. Oh yeah, if the trail is too steep, it can become very, very hard on you. Yeah. Okay, I see that. Especially if you're actually going on a beach holiday. Oh no, you fell and still have bruises. Oh no. I hope those get better soon. As with any hiking trail, you'll want to ensure you come prepared with supplies to help you meet the demanding physical trials ahead. Make sure to bring hiking boots, a water bottle, an iron sword. That sounds more like a hike for you, Elvie. Climbing gloves? Sword, yeah, sword. If you don't have access to all these materials, be sure to consult one of the Thunder Peak park guides before embarking. The trail. Thunder Peak is a straightforward but steep trail consisting mostly of switchbacks leading through a natural cave and finally a short climb up to its pristine peak. Ooh, through a cave, that sounds nice. Pace yourself as you progress. This both conserves energy and helps you appreciate the scenery around you. At least it actually has, like, fastened road. Be sure to stop and... What was that? Be sure to stop and read the info signs littered along the trail. I love doing that, but whenever I'm on a hiking trip with my family, I never can. Because they always just push on ahead. Just straight to the destination. No time to stop and read. And I love doing that. I went on a like smaller hiking trip with a friend once who also likes doing that a lot. Just stopping and reading all the info signs you can find. And we took like way longer for the trail than you are supposed to, but it was a really nice change of pace to actually be able to do that. You've really trying to read about the birds native to the area and no one else cares. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you have like, oh, this used to be a bog where like the archaeological findings were discovered. And I'm like, oh, cool. Everyone else is like, nope, we are going. We have to move on. What's behind the rocks? Oh, yeah, now that we've paused. Since the early 1900s, the Timpanogos cave system has been a favorite place for people to visit. As a result, the caves have been equipped with electricity and made accessible for guided tours. Okay. What happened with that guy? Not all caves are easily accessible. I cannot read that. Can I? No, the text is immediately there. Follow the tracks and see if you can find airflow in the cracks of smooth flowstone. When you see red and yellow lines, it means you are in a high rockfall area. Travel with caution. Once you've entered the quiet zone, remain completely silent. Huh? As you approach the cave entrance, remove your hiking boots. Uh-huh. Enter the cave. When inside the cave, move carefully and quietly. Do not stop. Okay. Why? Follow the lights. Do not stray. I feel like there's something they're not telling me. I don't know why. I just have that feeling. If you hear this sound, stay still and unsheath your sword. Once you exit the cave, put on your boots and gloves for the final climb to the peak. You made it! Now enjoy the view. That is a pretty nice view. Well, now I've got a plan for the next vacation. Let's see what we have in the mail. This address is no longer active. Hello, if you are receiving this email, it's because you have been emailed by this address before. The employee this address is registered to is no longer employed here at Home Safety Hotline. As of the 30th of April 1996, this address will be shut down and no longer able to send or receive email messages. If you still need support from HSH, please email us at support@hsh.mail. Thank you, Home Safety Hotline Support. And we got our daily coupon. Congratulations, your high accuracy rate has rewarded you today's daily coupon for Hag Hide. Sourced cruelty-free from the perished and treated with our flower-scented formula. These are the best quality hag hides you'll find. This month only, we'll even throw in an iron wall mount free of charge. Let the whispers keep your bed the safe haven it should be. Sleep easier, sleep safer. To receive your discount, simply type the following code during your online checkout. Haglin for deals. Keep up the great work. That's a lot of money. For Hag Hide? Why, what? Okay, sure. Time for work. Wait. Wait. Can I can't go back. Damn it. What's that? Figure always on our desktop background? You wonder how much they pay for this job. Me too. I hope that it's not just, or that it's not comparable to how little we're like saving on the coupons. Well, let's clock in. Well, maybe we get access to the other entries now. Hi, Carol. Hark. Okay.
Supervisor Carol here again. I've updated thy permissions to grant thee access to all relevant household hazard information. Continue thy labors, employee. Soon thy time in the soil arriveth. Prepare thy body.
Excuse me, what? Soon thy time in the soil arriveth? Prepare thy body? Okay, sure. I don't think they're paying me enough. Autumn vines. Autumn vines are vines with orange or red leaves that are known to slowly grow over a house, frequently occurring during the fall. Homeowners with autumn vines often report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. My supervisor's very sus, yeah. The pheromones autumn vines release in the air, while not toxic, can often cause household accidents thanks to their blissful dizzying effects. Oh, they make you high. Hello?
Some kind of animal has gotten into my cellar. I know.
Why does her picture look like it's from 1872?
Tell me what to do to get rid of this thing, because I think it's getting into all my Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. I found a whole bunch of broken bottles on the floor.
Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. Okay, that's a wine thingamajig. I don't know if it was a Sprite or a Wisp. Down there, cause you're flapping around sometimes when the house is quiet. What to do to get rid of this? It's getting into the Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. Whole bunch of broken bottles.
Please hold.
Hopefully it didn't get the Amontillado. Wine Sprite. Subspecies of Sprite that are known for consuming wine. They are small, large-eyed, winged creatures with translucent skin that often appears red while they are feeding. Makes sense. They have a long proboscis that they use to drink. Oh, they are just like mosquitoes but for wine. Homeowners infested with wine sprites commonly report broken glasses and their wine having a rotten taste and smell. Widespread are not directly dangerous to humans, but they are known to spread various deadly diseases, including the fatal Fey flu, and should be removed as soon as possible. Common household pesticides and traps, provided they are baited with wine. To avoid future infestations, be sure to always clean wine glasses and containers immediately after use. Whoop. Wine Sprite. Warlock Remnant? What? Yeah, there's some reading. Warlock remnants are a residual presence often left behind by former warlocks, most commonly inhabiting older households, castles, or underground dwellings. Homeowners experiencing warlock remnants often report objects. They're single aunts. Hello?
So, I think something may have died inside my desk.
Okay.
It stinks to high heavens, and something is leaking out of it.
Oh.
I had to lock the door to my office since my kids are overly curious about the smell, so I need to know what to do about this as soon as possible.
Okay.
Please hold.
Maybe this? Does this stink? Pink, viscous, foul odor. Human children? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the kids are overly curious about the smell, and the wood secretions are interpreted by children as a sweet candy-like smell, making them particularly susceptible to accidental ingestion. Wooden secretions can be deadly to humans, causing a rapid translation of flesh. Oh, okay. Wood secretions will continue indefinitely. To remove the hazard from a home, the offending wood should be replaced entirely. To prevent wood from entering the secretion stage, ensure good care is taken towards wood in the home, and refrain from scratching, knocking, or banging on wooden surfaces. Do not ever insult or shout at wood. Yeah, I think that's wood secretions. Here you go. I was not done reading here. Inhabiting older households, castles, or underground dwellings. Homeowners experiencing warlock remnants report objects moving on their own. The sound of hostile warning whispers. Hello? Hi, Howard.
I think there's someone watching me. Outside, something is moving around in the trees, and I can never get a good look at them, but
Okay.
I know they're out there. I've seen their eyes.
What
I
do
don't
they
know
look
who
like?
They are, but the police were no help. They just
Yeah, that's
asked me
nothing new
stupid
here.
questions like if I mowed my lawn recently or if I ate fruit in public or something, and told
Okay.
me to call you. Hoping you'll be more helpful.
Hopefully I can be.
Please
Gotta
hold.
put you on hold. Maybe the Spriggan? Small green humanoids with leaf-like coatings on their bodies. They're seen rarely in households and reside primarily inside trees. Known to act violently upon homeowners when provoked. Homeowners affected by Spriggans commonly report rapid vine growth in and around their homes. And the feeling that the bees are watching them. No, the trees, not the bees. Oh no, not the bees! Spriggans are incredibly dangerous to humans when provoked, and physical contact with one will result in the growth of a sprig tree within the affected individual. Spriggans cannot be persuaded to leave the home, however one can take precautions to prevent provoking a Spriggan. Refrain from removing trees, flowers, or weeds on your property. Do not ever kill or hunt wildlife within view of your home. Do not eat any wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. Consider making offers of water each night, left in a clean dish on your porch. That sounds good. You've got a Spriggan in your trees. Also very funny that we got access to information about the sprig vines and the sprig tree before ever hearing about the spriggans. Hey, reanimation. Are any deceased remains of... Hello?
My brother told me to call this number,
He
but
probably
I
had a
don't
reason
know
for that.
why. Things have never been better around here. My brother says he doesn't like the way the leaves move, the way they
Oh.
grow around the house like a warm embrace. Things are good here, brother. Things are good. Would you tell my brother that things are good?
Ooh, we've
Please
got a
hold.
case of autumn vines. She's fucking high off her feet from that. Household accidents thanks to the blissful dizzying effects. Yup, that's what she sounds like. Easy. Oh, immediate hello? Hi, Jill.
Hi. Do you know how I got here?
Oh,
I'm not where I should be. Please, I was told that you could help me.
I would need some
My
more
family.
information.
They aren't my family.
Oh,
I don't know what's happened. Please tell me how to get back to my family.
Please hold.
that's very vague. This sounds right. Neighbors' doorways are doorframe-like structures that can often appear in basements or cellars. They're known to cause confusion if stepped through as well as parallelism. Neighbors' doorways do not cause any direct harm to humans, but if stepped through, the resulting parallelism will often result in unwanted household activity, such as altered behavior or perceived missing memories in the human who comes through the other side. I think she went through one of those. Neighbors' doorways are tricky to remove without accidentally putting one's body through them and potentially triggering the parallel activity. It is advised to utilize HSH's doorway removal services. One can prevent neighbors' doorways from occurring by practicing mindfulness and not letting one's mind wander towards wishing to alternate life paths. Unless we've got something else here, that should be it. Dorha? Wait. Dorha? Isn't that just... Yeah, that's dark in Irish Gaelic. Okay. I knew I remembered that word. Dorha is the one who delivers. Homeowners experiencing Dorha commonly report feelings of immense dread and the sensation of being followed or pursued. They may also experience visions of a great lurking shadow. Dorha will deliver that which it seeks. There is no coming back from deliverance. Dorha is otherwise harmless. To humans it does not seek. To be sought by Dorha is to be found by Dorha. If you or a loved one are wrought by Dorha, it is advised to grieve and find peace through acceptance. Okay. But yeah, you went through a neighbor's doorway. That fucking Dorha is wild. Oh, hello? Hi, Claire.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
When I looked to see what it was, I saw this awful, disgusting pile of crap on my dinner table. It's quite big, too, which has me worried that whatever produced this might still be in the house. Because who knows how big this thing is. I mean, my dog can't even lay down something that big.
Wait. On the dinner table? Rotten eggs? That must have been there for a while then, if it is what I think it is.
Please hold.
Because my thought, specifically because it's on the dinner table, was the Fey Feast. Maybe because of, like, some fungus in there it smells like rotten eggs? Or maybe just because there's some egg in there and it has been out for a while? Because, like, otherwise, like, what would that even be? Yeah, like, there's nothing else here that really fits that. Puka? Why is he looking at me like that? He's standing there like he's a little child in the doorway of their parents' bedroom, like, Mom, I threw up. Can I stay at home tomorrow? Pukas are shapeless creatures that commonly inhabit homes in the shapes and likeness of a household pet. They are known for their tendency to replace common pets such as dogs or cats, and live in their place to watch homeowners eat and sleep. Homeowners with pukas frequently report unusual or frightening pet behavior. Pukas are relatively harmless to humans, but the discarded bodies of household pets they leave behind can over time create other pest and disease hazards within the home. Oh boy. A foul smell signifies decay, and the discarded body should be found and removed immediately. Pukas can be encouraged to leave a home by not drawing attention to their activities. Pukas thrive on the attention they receive from frightened homeowners, so refrain from screaming or yelling when surprised by them, and make attempts to ignore their presence whenever possible. Oh boy. But yeah, I don't think we have anything else that fits better. So I think you might just have to eat that large pile of whatever that smells like rotten eggs. Sorry. Hello? Hi, Paul.
Yeah, Paul here. I'm not sure what to do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
My kids can't sleep at night. I've been spraying about 50 different kinds of pesticides all over the place. Washed and scrubbed all the bed sheets as much as frickin' possible.
Yeah.
And every night it's the same story. Bunch of itchy kids with nightmares waking up at 4 a.m. and begging to sleep in Papa's bed. I'm
Itchy kids with
fresh out of it.
nightmares.
Please
Let's see. I wanted to read this first. And it's weirdly fitting again for... Hi, how's it going? Bedhags are large humanoid creatures with an elderly woman-like appearance. They are known to dwell beneath beds, hammocks, and other suspended sleeping apparatus. Homeowners infested with bedhags will sometimes report croaking or wheezing sounds at night. That does not sound like what his kids are experiencing. With a feeling of a heavy weight on their chest. Well, that might be a nightmare. Bedhags are not dangerous to most healthy human adults, but small children and humans suffering from breathing problems such as asthma may be adversely affected by their presence. Known to steal the breath of their sleeping subjects at night, causing a shortness of breath and sometimes a sleep paralysis. Bedhags can in fact be beneficial to a home, as their presence can frighten off other pests such as various insects or mice. In the case where a bedhag is undesirable, it is advised to utilize HSH's pest removal services. Do the kids just have a case of bad teeth? Mild discomfort, such as tickling or itching, slimy acidic residue. Not directly harmful. Tend to gradually grow sharper if left untreated, which can lead to infections in the open wounds they cause. That could be something, but also the bad hag. Maybe we can find something that shows both of these cases. Oh wait, is it the Dreamweaver? Nightmares and itching. It's known to cause nearby humans to only dream about everything being covered in webs. Only move in a household if no other spiders are present, which might be because of all the pesticides he uses. Parasitic in nature, feed off the dreams of humans while they sleep. This does not cause any direct harm. It can lead to increased anxiety, and the large webs they weave can trap dust, pets, and children, causing further complications. That could be it. Streaming from a real Windows 98 PC. Actually, since this game takes place in 1996, I don't think it would even be Windows 98. Sorry, I had to, actually. I should really make an emote of that. Like, just a nerd possum. 95 it is then. Something like that, but just with the name scrubbed off. Yeah, the Dreamweaver might be it, but it doesn't specifically say anything about itching. Actually, Windows 8.1. We haven't read about the leprechaun. Is he shitting on the corner, or what is this? Small humanoids covered in long brown hair that are known for consuming common household valuables such as jewelry, silverware, and other precious metals. In addition to being a household nuisance, leprechauns' appetite for precious metals can also cause long-term damage to heaters, furnaces, and other common appliances. The Leptwercon. That sounds like a Metopia enemy. They are not properly protected. Additionally, leprechauns can occasionally cause direct harm to humans in cases where homeowners have metallic medical implants such as braces, crowns, or joint replacements. Metopia! Leprechauns will move on to other feeding grounds. Okay, but yeah, that has nothing to do with nightmares. Sims, but if Sims was good. Uh-oh. That's, that might be a controversial statement. Maybe it's a troll? Giant 12-foot tall nocturnal creatures that normally are not seen in the home. You love Sims, you just like to diss EA. Okay, that's fair. That's very fair. I think nobody would disagree there. During the winter, they will deflate their bodies in order to fit inside homes and steal warm materials such as blankets or articles of clothing. Homeowners infested with a troll will frequently report missing clothes, claim to hear the shrill sounds of air escaping in the middle of the night. Trolls are very dangerous to humans when they are startled, thanks to their ability to inflate their bodies to their full height of 12 feet in a matter of seconds. Their skin, despite its flexibility, is incredibly durable and will smash through the ceilings of most homes when fully inflated, causing property damage and injury to anyone in the vicinity. Do not ever approach a troll. An active troll will leave by morning once it has secured its bounty. It is recommended to install repelling fixtures such as UV lights to prevent future break-ins. Oh, that's good. Mere echoes of their former selves are generally harmless. Their ability to manipulate small household objects can provide hazardous to less cautious homeowners. Okay, you don't have anything to do with dreams either. So yeah, I think I've narrowed it down to 3 possibilities. It's either a dream weaver, a bed hag, or a really bad case of bad teeth. Should be washed and inspected for rare, more persistent growths. Infested covers should be scrubbed thoroughly or disposed of entirely. That feels like something he would have done. No, spiders really need to stop impersonating you. Yeah, true. Pesticides don't work. He washed and scrubbed all the bed sheets as much as freaking possible. So I don't think it's bad teeth. So it's either a bed hag, itchy kids with nightmares. I think it's a dreamweaver. And the itchiness may come from stuff getting trapped in the dreamweaver's webs. Then again, maybe the itchiness comes from the bed hag and he's just interpreting the sighting of the bed hag as a nightmare. Hello? Hi, Charles.
Okay, do you want to explain to me what the hell is happening? I called last week
Sure,
to
if I
ask why
can.
my home heater has been having issues, and nothing's
Okay.
changed after following the instructions you sent me.
A
Be
kid.
quiet. I know your teeth hurt, but Daddy's on the phone right now. Anyway, we're still freezing our butts off over here, so tell me what the hell is happening right now so I can get this fixed properly.
I think that's a leprechaun. We just read about problems with the heater.
Please hold.
Right here. Long-term damage to heaters, furnaces, and other common appliances. Can occasionally cause direct harm to humans in cases where homeowners have metallic medical implants, such as braces, crowns, or joint replacements. I don't think that's the case here, even though he mentions the teeth hurting, because that sounded like a small child. I think the teeth are just coming in, and that's just a little additional information about Charles and his family life. So I think they just have a leprechaun eating their heater. That's what I'm going with. Hello? Hi, Edward.
Pranksters.
Pranksters.
My wife and I a run for our money.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, my wife's clothes have started going missing, and at night I keep hearing this strange whoopee cushion type sound coming from outside.
Oh.
I tried to scare the kids off by keeping the porch lights
I don't
on
think
at
it's a
night,
prankster, I think it's a
putting up the neighborhood
troll.
watch sign, but I think they're onto my tricks. Do you have any advice you can send me?
I think I can. Fart gnome. No, the whoopee cushion is just the troll
Please
letting all
hold.
the air out of its body to fit into the nooks and crannies. Keeping the porch lights on at night, pulling out a neighborhood watch sign. Okay, yeah, maybe you should just replace the porch lights with UV lights, and then maybe your problem should be fixed. Right, there was something about here. Yeah. Steel-worn materials such as blankets or articles of clothing. You are dealing with a troll. Do not approach it unless you want to be fucking thrown by a 12-foot tall monster. Okay. I think we're doing a good job so far. I think these things are my favorite occurrence so far. Hello? Hi, Sheila.
Hello, I saw your
Hello.
commercial and I thought I would call just in case you might know what's going on. I was
sure.
recently putting on my kettle for a bit of afternoon Earl Grey when I heard this awful buzzing sound coming from the cupboard. I looked around
Buzzing
inside,
sound
but I
from
couldn't
cupboard.
find anything but a few loose tea leaves. I'm quite concerned about the hornets and the bees and the like.
Nezuko Kamado, thank you for the follow.
To their stings, you know. So I just wanted to know if there's anything I should be worried about right now. My hearing isn't what it used to be, after all.
Quite concerned about hornets and bees. She's talking about tea specifically, and there were loose tea leaves. This is definitely not a British accent, but they tried. I liked the way that she said hello. The singy voice, like, hello! That was nice.
Please hold.
But yeah, loose tea leaves. Sounds like a tea sprite. Oh, network error. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. Tea sprite. Can you maybe fix your frickin' network? Please? Damn it. Hello? Hi, Christy.
We need some medical help. I'm not exactly sure what to say since I talked to our family practitioner already, but he said to call here, so we've been having some trouble sleeping.
Okay.
I thought it was just me, but both my husband and I started feeling shortness of breath around the same time.
Shortness of breath, okay.
I'm worried about something spreading through our house since our kids all have asthma and some particularly severe allergies. We tried washing all the bed sheets in the house, but that didn't really help much. Thankfully, the kids haven't had any issues yet, so could you help us out sooner rather than later?
Of course, I think I know exactly what the problem is.
Please hold.
You've got a case of the bed hack, and it's still down. But yeah, shortness of breath. Only in one room. Bed hack. Here you go. The police hole will never not be funny. Hello? Hi, Carla.
So, I've been hearing this weird sound coming from the walls.
Oh
Not
no.
exactly sure what it is, but I've been having a hard time sleeping at night because of this sound.
I think it's the whistling fungi.
Can you hear that? It's been non-stop lately. I've replaced all of my smoke detector batteries and everything, but I cannot figure out where the sound is coming from.
I think you need to leave your house immediately. That does not sound good.
Please hold.
Where were they? Whistling fungi. There we go. Small mushroom-like growths with many small holes in their caps that frequently grow through drywall gaps and cracks. Homeowners infested with whistling fungi often report a dissonant whistling sound coming from their walls. Warning, if you ever hear whistling fungi singing in harmony, evacuate your home immediately. Whistling fungi are rarely dangerous to humans, but their growth can cause foundational problems. If whistling fungi ever sing in harmony, evacuate your home immediately and do not return for any reason. Otherwise, whistling fungi can be removed with common weed killers or by utilizing HSH's fungal removal services. To prevent a whistling fungi infestation, ensure there are no open cracks in your home. That sounds about right. How to get rid of whistling fungi. Leave. Forever. Yeah, I mean, if they start to sing. Hello?
Hey, yeah, Paul here again.
Hi, Paul.
Thanks a bunch for nothing, pal.
Oh.
I followed the instructions you sent, and they did jack. I ain't gotten a wink of sleep. My kids are breaking out in all sorts of rashes. See you never.
Rashes. Oh, so I think it was bat teeth. Hello?
Hello? Can you help me?
Hopefully, Rachel.
There's this terrible smell in my house, and I can't figure out where on earth it's coming from. I think it's upsetting my puppy Meatball, too. He's really been acting up lately. I can
Terrible
hardly blame him. It
terrible
smells
smell.
so terribly rotten. Please, can you help?
Oh, no, 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 no. That's a puka. That's a puka. And Meatball is the terrible smell. Oh, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Discarded bodies of household pets they leave behind can over time create other pest disease hazards within the home. Foul smell signifies decay. Discarded bodies should be found removed immediately. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Do not like. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's a puka. Ooh, boy. Hello? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, sure. 92.30769%. I think so far we've only had 4 mistakes overall. Flipper had a really normal one, yeah. Entry browser. Oh, can I just... Oh, now I can just read all of them right here. Cool. Nice. Okay, we've got some mail. Congratulations. Employee number 036. We are happy to report that we are most pleased with your labors and are currently making all the necessary preparations for your impending dissension, assuming you pass the trial. The soil is fertile. Keep up the great work, and thanks for working through this weekend. Sincerely, HSH Corporate. Hey, we got a daily coupon for a glamour stone. Your high accuracy rate has awarded you today's daily coupon. Whether you're simply too tired to concentrate or if you just want to look your best without the stress, our glamour stones are here to put you at ease. With our patented protective seal, our glamour stones have a 99.9% reliability rating. To receive your discount, simply type the following code. Wham glam, thank you, ma'am. Keep up the great work. Yeah, sorry, I'm not into all that crystal stuff. No, don't really believe in it. Well, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Sunday fun day. Let's clock in on a Sunday. That's incredibly. Thy trial hath begun. Oh? Okay. Sure. Hello? What is going on? We are many, we are above, we are followers of our queen. What are we?
Please hold.
Bees. That has to be bees, right? Is that the trial? We're just getting quizzed. Showcase thy knowledge. Okay. Oh, we can't even check anything. Oh, I see. Hello? I am not living, yet I clatter. I am small, I am weak. I serve my purpose, then I die. What the fuck? What am I?
Please hold.
Not living, yet I clatter. I'm small, I'm weak, I serve my purpose, then I die. Animation? That would be my guess. Because it's not living and it dies? So it has to be like reanimated or something. I'm just gonna go with animation. Forge ahead. Could that be anything else? Hello? I am the beggar. I am the encroacher of the dry. I am friend to the water of the sky.
Please hold.
Is that maybe a rain nymph? She begs to be let inside. She encroaches on the dry, which is the house, which is supposed to please hold, which is supposed to be kept dry, and friend to the water of the sky. It has to be a rain nymph. Press on, employee. I will if you let me. Hello? I am the harbinger of death. I am the bringer of pestilence. I am forever the nuisance. What am I?
Please hold.
Bringer of pestilence. Forever the nuisance. Are they talking about mice? The Grim Reaper, final answer. I think this might just be a very rude description of mice. I'm locking in mice. Info successfully happened. Rejoice. Mice don't deserve that level of hate. They really don't, but for some reason, this game just really loves to hate on mice. Like, we even had that whole video about, like, intelligent mice just screaming, "Help me." Hello? I seek the domains of those who have too much. Step within and they lose their way.
Please
That's
hold.
the what was it called? The Closet Labyrinth. That appears in rich people's places. Expand thy mind. This is going kind of crazy right now. Home Safety Hotline giving us affirmations. I am expanding my mind. I am becoming one with the soil. Hello? We are companions of the gardens. We compel those who tread to tread no longer. Seedlings?
Please hold.
That sounds like seedlings, right? The insects that keep weeds away? I think that's a seedling. Let go thy stilted soul. Hello? I am the dancer. I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. The fuck?
Please hold.
The forsaken... The dancer? They are the dancer, or are they human? I don't think they're human. Dancer, bringer of destruction. Consume the weak and the reckless. Forsaken oil, the careless light. Humans. Oh god. What could that be? Dancer and the bringer of destruction. Consume the weak and the reckless. Forsaken oil. I'm really getting hung up on the word oil there. Portal? Do you think portal? Like, I don't see the connection between portal and weak minds. That is true, but what does the oil have to do with that? That's kind of what I'm... Reckless adventures, yeah. Oil. Americans want to steal when they see it. Wait. Forsaken oil, carelessness. Wait. It's something way simpler, I think. This is fucking house fires. The dancer, the bringer of destruction. The flames dancing and destroying by burning things down. Consumes the weak, the reckless. Because that's how house fires come to be. And oil is flammable and fire brings light. It's house fires. Oh my god. Descend. Oh my god, I was so stuck in like the fantasy element of the world building that I completely forgot that we have some normal ass problems as well in our list. Hello? I am the seeker. I am the one who knocks, who delivers. What am I? Normal problems? Not on my watch. That was the fucking Dorja. That was the Dorja. I remember that. That was just written in that exact cryptic way. What now? Hello? Hi, Carol. Oh god, her eyes.
Carol here. We've been watching you closely. For all this time, you have been providing excellent and accurate answers to our callers.
Okay, that's good.
These acts will not go unrewarded.
Nice.
And I'm pleased to report that you have qualified for a promotion.
Ooh,
Please stand by while
more
I
money.
prepare thy promotion.
Okay.
Promotion in
Whoa.
progress. Please stand by.
Hello?
Please, be not afraid. Come close.
Promoted to touch grass. This seems like a cult. Oh, she has one of those crystals around her neck. The one where we got the coupon for it. Yeah, I don't think this is a normal job.
Congratulations. All hail our new junior supervisor.
Ah. That was a great punchline. Our new junior supervisor. Oh, that was great. Also, what the fuck is going on in the back of these credits? Oh, this was really cool. Wait, if I start now, is it just going back from the beginning? Oh no, there's more stuff now. Cool. Good thing I checked. We've got an art book. Art of Home Safety Hotline. You're here reading this hopefully means you're invested enough in this game to be curious about its development. If so, you've come to the right place. Peek into the game's art, development process, and all human messiness that entails. I hope you enjoy this thorough and admittedly indulgent look into what went into making Home Safety Hotline the game it is right now. Influences. D&D Monster Manual. Yeah, that makes sense. When I was maybe 10 or 12 years old, my grandmother gifted me a Dungeons & Dragons monster manual she picked up from a thrift store. Immediately, I fell in love with this book, despite having no idea what its purpose was. I would scout its pages constantly, learning everything I could about its many, many imaginative creatures. Fucking knew they included mimics. Since I started developing games, I very much wanted to make a game about pure joy experienced flipping through the bestiary. Many games have featured in-game bestiaries, but rarely is it important to actually read through them in much detail. I very much agree with that. I love bestiaries. And I remember when I was a kid, I didn't directly have a Dungeons and Dragons monster manual, but I had like this very detailed book about like the fictional zoology of dragons. I don't remember what book exactly it was, but there were several books like that. And yeah, things like the Pokedex or just like it says here, in-game bestiaries. I love flipping through stuff like that. Which, it makes sense that I enjoyed this game so much now. I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. My first attempt at crafting a game based around my love for bestiaries was a game aptly titled Bestiary. Monsters of the World. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Was somewhere in your basement. A fantasy game in which you would play as a researcher testing the dead bodies of monster corpses with various magical implements in an attempt to write an accurate bestiary entry for them, noting properties as you went. Never really made it past the conceptual stage, with these concept art pieces and a crude interactable UI being as far as I took it. I wasn't fully happy with this direction, as it was rather art heavy, it seemed too generic, and felt little like the activity that inspired it. The idea sounds pretty fun, though. Also, yeah, finding like a weird book in the basement, or for me, it would be in the attic because we didn't have a basement, is always really interesting. Skip ahead a while, my wife and I wind up both getting jobs as actors at a local fantasy theme park called Evermore Park, in which she played a playful fairy and I voiced and puppeteered this big monster called the Faking. Park gave a lot of improvisational freedom, so its actors and my wife and I both wound up really stretching some creative muscles while we were there. Every day we'd be crafting up stories on the spot for guests and improvising scenes with other actors. Actually, many of the actors quit or were let go, but the park left a substantial creative void within many of the people who worked there, myself included. As time went on, I sorely missed performing and improvising with other actors and the constant but rewarding and creative challenge of tale weaving and lore crafting on the fly. You'd have an easier time making a bestiary by observing said beasts while alive. That is very true. Yeah. 1-800-bestiary. During the pandemic, as things felt increasingly dire and lonely, I wrote up a new design document entitled 1-800-bestiary, a game about answering calls for a hotline that provides solutions to various kinds of monster infestations. Hope was, with the caller angle, I'd be able to wrangle a bunch of actor friends into this fun and quick project. Oh, that's cool that they combined it like that. I'll get a chance to recreate some of that creative spark. Last other priorities came up with other projects, remained on the back burner. Analog horror. Yeah, the style is very much inspired by that. Night Signal. Been trying to finish for the past few years. Well, the game didn't perform great financially. It sure seemed to resonate with those in YouTube's comment sections. Craze validation. Naturally, I read each and every comment as it came in. Seen some people say Night Signal reminded them of something called analog horror. Gave into curiosity and started going down this analog horror rabbit hole. Immediately fell in love. Incredibly fascinating subgenre of horror that oozed with creativity and a second-hand approach to storytelling, all while being wrapped in an instantly recognizable and nostalgic aesthetic. Gemini Home Entertainment. Became a favorite, more subdued approach. in presenting its horror so matter of factly. Yeah, that's definitely the strength of this game as well, I think. Just being presented with the horrors not as something that's creeping in on you and following you and presenting a danger to you directly, but more just, yeah, this is just shit that happens in this world, and people gotta live with it. Read inside informational videos about mundane topics like wildfire and camping. Yeah, like the hiking video, especially. Yeah. The Lunar Archives. Occurred to me at some point that the genre would be a perfect match for 1-800 Bestiary's gameplay concept. Right away, I revived the pitch and started on crafting a working prototype. Settled quick on a Windows 95. It is Windows 95 inspired interface, since analog horror was frequently channeling 90s era media formats, and it felt like the only natural digital equivalent. Only crafted this quick proof of concept piece before building the interface in engine and iterating from there. New working title was now Lunar Archives. There's the nerd emoji again. I really need to make one. Decided the new concept would revolve around aliens. At this time, the idea was that the aliens monsters could be from anywhere in the world, since that opened the largest number of creative possibilities. Struggled to come up with interesting monsters in such a broad setting, however, and it didn't really feel scary yet to read about a monster that lives nowhere near me. It lives in your house. Bestiary's entries increasingly felt like they needed to be more personal to be scary, so I decided the monsters should all be things that live in your house. Out of curiosity, I asked my wife one day if she knew of any folklore about monsters that live in your house. The answer was goblins! Yo, let's go! Now we're talking. Hell yeah, goblins. Silently grabbed one of my sketchbooks so I could doodle up some weird gobos and the new, more fitting title idea. Aw, I didn't even know about this when I started this game. I actually got this recommended by a friend who just watched like I don't know if it was a video essay, but definitely a YouTube video about it. It was like, hey, this seems like something that would be up your alley. Gobbling around. As soon as I started reading up on house goblin folklore, it instantly felt like a kid again. And monster ideas just started flowing out. The first monster design was this first hop photo. I dove right into Photoshop and started painting my interpretation of a little goblin into a photograph of a living room. Trevor Henderson style. Yo, Trevor Henderson mentioned. Give him a little troll doll style tufts and some simple slits for eyes, trying to evoke a Guillermo del Toro-esque spirit of grounded, scary, but whimsical. They're just name-dropping a bunch of stuff that I like as well. This is incredible. Like my first hop, I got a little carried away in my sketchbook, dreaming out different varieties of these weird little guys and detailing how they would function. Different hair and false faces would denote different species and bring them closer in line with the big-nosed goblin designs everyone is familiar with. I made this game under an alias. I wish I had the ability to just push through a game development cycle like this. Possum analog horror win. I'm still not sure what the whole deal with the false faces is. But just the name itself is weird enough. Didn't take long for me to go deep diving into Wikipedia to discover even more stories of fate, begin interpreting them under the lens of my newfound design ethos, treating each creature as though it were simply some kind of bizarre animal. Look at these weird little guys. Oh, this is awesome. Creative liberties. The inflatable troll, yeah. Came from a mix between the folklore of trolls and spriggans, where spriggans were said to be small creatures that could grow to enormous size. Silly little fellas, like me. When I read this, it made me think of pufferfish, and I laughed as I tried to picture what such a creature would look like when deflated. Gave this ability to the trolls because folklore usually portrayed them as too big to enter people's homes, and spriggans felt like they had plenty of distinctive qualities already. Why do I do this to myself? Drawing monsters frequently, I would find myself having to paint the entire monster in order to get certain poses to feel accurate, before erasing parts of them later to hide them behind some furniture or blurring them to oblivion. Then, of course, they would be crushed into tiny pixels by the end anyway. Less is more after all, I still had to draw them more to get there. The Leptrecon. The fucking puka! Scared by a lot of stupid, silly things. Such both humor and horror can feel like one and the same sometimes. That is very true. That is very, very true. Humor and horror are very close by each other. I read about the stories of the puka who pretends to be a horse just to bug people around to scare them for a laugh. I thought of what the indoor modern equivalent might be and immediately thought of those viral photos of tiny dogs creepily staring at their owners. It might be my proudest artistic achievement. This is definitely the best picture in the game. I mean, the Leptrecon is also really good, but the fucking I threw up puka is so good. Gnome problem. These gnomes in particular may have suffered the most from the reduction in image fidelity when compared to their paintings. Here they are in all their higher definition glory. Check out them little guys. Ice Spriggan oh! The Spriggan by far maybe the hardest creature to spot. Yeah, I did not see that. All throughout development, I've asked playtesters to try and find the Spriggan. No one has found the Spriggan. I could consider this a failure on my part as a designer, but instead I left it as is in the final product. Make of this what you will. Troll and Focus. Another creature I painted in far more detail before blurring him to hell and back, so here he is in all his wrinkly, deflated glory for your viewing pleasure. The Boggart is maybe the most traditionally spooky creature I've designed for HSH. With his uncanny human-like face and long, slender figure. After reading into Boggart lore and finding out they are sort of the forefathers of our modern-day boogeyman, it seemed only fitting to make the Boggart more traditionally ghoulish. Scruffy fellow. Oh, that's so smart to make that like the. Oh yeah, inspired by a fan suggestion described as Oscar the Grouch, but worse. Thought of a muppety creature with a large mouth that lives in trash was too entertaining to pass up. Created Trash Gnome, took a photo of a raccoon and rearranged the eyes and head to create our scruffy little friend here. Once again, another creature where I created more than would be seen in the end result. To source photographs for entries, I would browse free-use CCO photography libraries for photos that looked like they would be perfect for photoshopping a monster within. But on occasion, I would stumble upon a photograph that was so intriguing on its own I would be inspired to write an entry for it as is. This photo, for example, by Tasha Komrovsky, was immediately captivating and inspired a mirror nymph entry on its own. It changed the skin tone to up the creep factor slightly, but the photo is otherwise unaltered. Huh. So perhaps this is actually a photo that could be found on a 2014 style Tumblr aesthetics blog. Hidden in plain sight. Making people question ordinary objects in their home is both quite funny and quite creepy, and that's something these fan-suggested entries Soap Sprite and Laundry Gnome exhibit pretty well. Oh yeah, the Laundry Gnome has eyes! Huh. Anyway, but Soap Sprite has these little tendrils there. The design for sprites was intended to be a mix between mosquitoes and more traditional fairy designs. In general, I am frightened of most flying insects, so I wanted the idea of having a little fairy in your home to give people like me the shivers. The Warlock Remnant is in fact an edited photograph of me wearing a Halloween mask from my childhood along with a cheap vampire costume. Oh, that's felt cute, might delete later. Oh, this is so good. The concept of coupons came about after I received feedback from demo players asking for more motivation for playing the game well, since playing the game poorly would get you more interesting content in the form of the consequence calls. Thought that pointless employee discounts for products offered by HSH would make for funny yet lore-heavy content for high-scoring incentives, and based the look of the product images off of 90s infomercial ads. Originally, the game over ending that we didn't even get was much simpler and to the point, with Carol firing the player and wiping their memory before sending them on their way. If the promotion ending was written, it was decided to come up with something a little more whimsical for the game over. Carol should turn the player into a mouse? That's spoilers for an ending we didn't even get. Player received their promotion at the end of their shift on Saturday, but it felt a bit too abrupt to go from an otherwise normal workday to the game's fantastical ending in the span of a single call. After a bit of brainstorming, we wound up coming up with the dedicated final trial day, where you'd be called by cryptic cloaked callers, testing your knowledge with riddles, all without having access to a database of information. That did feel like a very good final challenge for this game. And the game's ending was written in order for music to be composed for it early on. This crude animated storyboard or animatic was created in order to dictate the pacing and structure of the ending, so music could be written for it. Animatic and music would later also serve to guide the pacing of the actual shoot, with David shouting out the appropriate cues as we filmed. The promotion crown! A unique prop hot glued together out of various craft store materials, including a small wreath, little curvy sticks, and fake mushrooms. Given the players only getting their first promotion, the materials involved are all more crude and common than the more lavish crown that Faye Carroll wears. In addition to playing the role of Carol, Courtney also designed the final makeup and costume look for Faye Carroll in the game's ending cutscene. Depicting Carol in her truer, more ancient form. In Courtney's own words, I want to look like a proper swamp witch. Yeah, all the handcrafted detail and all the work put into this is so cool. I even got an achievement just now for reading through the art book. Faye Carroll's costume was also pieced together by Courtney herself, utilizing stressed netting, faux moss, a stressed black skirt, and finally topping it all off with a crown fashioned from faux twigs and leaves. This is so cool. Stan Courtney. Also, why is there more options now? Unemployment. Post-descent manipulations. There's a new game plus. Always display accuracy. Add button to skip call wait time. There's a new game plus. That's so cool. But I think we're gonna log out. This was really, really awesome. I especially like the all the fun behind the scenes looks in the art book, because usually even if you get like concept art, there isn't this much detail written about the creative process behind the game, and having all of that laid out like that is so cool. And like I already said, it just seems like this whole thing was just name dropping things that I like. So yeah, it's not surprising that I really enjoyed this game. But with that, let's see who we can raid. Who do we have here? Who do we have here? These are up for over 4 hours already, and I don't wanna like raid into them right before they end stream. That would be kind of awkward. Oh, we've got a bunch of people playing Magic together. Wabo Gabo, Zack Queen of Chaos, Mira Voiblin, and Red Mario Gob. Yeah, let's rate one of them. I think it's not been that long since I rated Mira. So you know what? Let's rate Zack. Zack Queen of Chaos. I'm gonna start the raid now and just quickly say thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. This has been the first non-Dragon Quest stream in quite a while. And I'm really happy that this game was so much fun despite it just being a bunch of reading. I hope it was fun to watch as well. I don't really know about that. Just hope that maybe you just got just as much out of it as I did. It was so fun. The world building was really cool. So I hope that came across on stream as well. So yeah, for the rest of October, I'm just going to play a bunch of spooky games whenever I'm going live. And I hope to see you then as well. But until then, see ya!